Getting in the back is where we belong. Kicking knowledge, soak it up, and we stay strong. From by six spit truth, that's our flow. Alpha rule, raw, high, law, dog, let's go. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, that's our motto. In the back of the bus, we shine bright like a logo. Knowledge and experience, we ain't playing games. Fubu, for us, by us, that's how we claim our fame. In the bus, we rise above. Gotta show them what we're made of. Knowledge, experience, and unity. With a voice of the community. Yeah.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? Oh,
man, what's going on, my brother? What's going on with you, man? How you living?
Man, I can't call it, man. I can't call it. Listen, everybody in the chat comments who people. Listen, guys, y'all blame me. Rawhide did this. This is a Rawhide problem, straight up. So y'all don't blame Law or Alpha for the delay. So I apologize. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on, Alpha?
Man, I'm out here chilling. The weather's beautiful. What's the weather like down where you are?
Hot and humid.
Huh?
Hot and humid.
I just want to ask, are you okay? Because when the hell did y'all not ever blame the law dog? Are you okay, Rawhide?
Bro, listen. Hey, listen, man.
This nigga taking accountability and shit.
Bro, listen. I don't listen, bro. If it's me, it's me. I don't blame you for that. Honestly, I don't blame you for. Hey, I play with the viewers' emotions because they think you do something wrong. But other than that, I don't blame you for nothing.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Rawhide, he's sleepy. You still sleepy, bro? That's all that could be.
He's sleepy.
That nigga, he ain't woke up quite yet. Ain't no way.
Oh man, you say he's still sleepy.
Yeah, he's sleepy, bro. That's all that is. Nigga need you ever seen that commercial with the Snickers? He was like, all he needed was a Snickers bar.
Yeah.
That's Rawhide need a Snickers right now. He ain't being himself.
I feel you on that.
So he's like a zombie right now.
He have Rawhide have goddamn bucket hat.
He said I have bucket hat. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, though. It is what it is. So go ahead, Alpha. You go ahead. I pass the mic.
Hey, so check it out, man. Check it out. So I saw this Joe Klatt thing that I thought was pretty interesting. He had a top 10 games for the year for college football. And I just wanted to kind of know y'all's opinion on it. If you can pull it up, just y'all's opinion on it, just to kind of see exactly, one, do you think the game is important? And then if you do, let's talk about it. What you think is going to happen? What do you think the importance of it is? It was just interesting. Out of all the games, he decided on a couple of them. So okay, so you got the text. Okay, I sent you the graphic. We can just look at the graphic.
Yeah, no, well, I think I got.
Oh, like to look at his points, like what his points
are.
You
want to? I was gonna go down each game, but
go one at a time. Yeah, go one at a time. Go one at a time.
This is the article you were talking about. Joel Klatt, 10 games most likely to shape the 2024 football season.
Yeah. So what's the first one?
So we got week 1 USC versus LSU.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that one? I guess is that the top? Is he doing it week by week? Is he saying that's the top game for week 1?
Yeah, that's the game, right? That's the game that he picked, right, in week 1.
Okay, but wait a minute. Does Texas play Michigan week 1?
I thought that was Texas Michigan.
I know Texas plays. I think they played him the first week of the season, the first game of the season.
Oh, we got really flawed in the chat. I can't.
Yeah, does Texas play Michigan the first game of the season?
I thought it was. I didn't know it was the first game. Was it? It's week 2.
Oh, it's week 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if he's doing it week by week, so that means week 2. That means the next week will be Texas. And okay. So if he's doing it like that, then I totally understand. Because I don't know now. I can't compare it to the other. Games for that particular week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So an early Big Ten. Okay, I think that it that could be important. That is a good game.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the bigger games of the opening week in college football.
Wait a
I would
minute.
agree that.
Wait a minute. Does Georgia play somebody week 1? I could have sworn one of these big teams play somebody week 1, man. Let me look.
But you don't think? I think them two. I think them two big teams right there.
No, but I think Georgia plays somebody week 1. Hold up. I promise you, I think there's somebody that's playing week 1. I remember thinking like, dang.
I think Georgia got Texas week 1, ain't it?
No.
Hold up. We about to see. I'm about to look at it
No
right now.
Bulldogs.
What'd you
Oh
say?
yeah, I mean that is what's going to happen when they play, but they don't have them week 1. I don't think.
Wait a minute. Let me see. They play Clemson.
Yeah, but I think USC LSU is a bigger game than Clemson.
But Clemson and Georgia right now are the leading vote for Vegas to win their conference. The predicted ACC champ facing the predicted SEC champ.
So you think that's a bigger game than USC and LSU in Vegas?
Okay, let's talk about it. Why is USC and LSU a bigger game? Neither one of those teams are predicted to win their conference.
I mean, it's week 1. Hold on. So we got to define exactly what we're talking about. Are we just talking about from the concept of week 1, or is we just talking about?
Well, my understanding is he pulled this up, and I think we're going to follow it. He's saying week 1, the most important game that's going to shape college football will be USC versus LSU. My argument would be Georgia versus Clemson is probably a bigger argument because both of those teams are predicted to win the conference.
Yeah, but you kind of know who's gonna win that game, though.
Yeah, you kind of know. Yeah, you kind of know that.
Okay, so okay. Let me ask you this: if USC wins, what changes?
I mean, then that's a hell of a win to beat the SEC team.
Okay, I got you. But in the shape of their season, in your predictions, does that change anything?
I mean, yeah, that tells me what type of team Lincoln Riley is returning with the exit of Caleb Williams.
Okay, LSU wins that game. What's changed?
They have a team that's ready to compete without the former Heisman winner.
Okay, now let's go to the other side. Clemson beats Georgia. What changes?
It's an upset of the year.
Okay, so you that from just that standpoint alone, upset of the year. Georgia beats Clemson, then that just means the SEC still rocks out the ACC.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
It's only something.
In my opinion,
it's only something that Clemson. I tell you what, I watched the USC game before I watched Clemson play Georgia.
Yeah, I think I would too, though.
What you think Clemson got over there to fuck with Georgia?
I don't know, but I just know that Clemson is the predicted ACC champ. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking.
Who said that?
We just got finished doing that last week. You see, according to Vegas, they're predicted to win the ACC.
You letting the Miami come out on that one.
I know. You heard that.
Yeah,
come through.
Yeah, you heard it, bro. It came out.
Y'all need to trip.
No, I mean,
I think Miami's gonna win it, but I'm just saying what the media in Vegas is saying Clemson's supposed to win it.
Ain't no fucking way.
Okay. That hurt. That hurt. I can hear it. I
don't even understand that.
What you mean? I mean, I'm with you, so I'm not arguing against you. So we're not gonna get.
I ain't saying you arguing against me. I'm just saying, like, how the fuck, like, what did Clemson obtain? Like, I don't know. Should be weird.
You know what you sound like.
What?
You sound like Colorado fans talking about you in Nebraska.
I'm a super fan for Miami though. I don't give a damn.
I got you. Okay, so that there it is.
I embrace it. That's the problem with these Colorado super fans. They don't embrace the shit. They don't know sometimes it's illogical. So
y'all both think the USC LSU game has more meaning than the Clemson Georgia game.
More meaning.
Yeah, I think it's a better game because I think people think that LSU USC it will be a competitive game. I don't think the Georgia Clemson game, bro. I don't think anybody thinks that's going to be a competitive game.
Okay. So now that I'm looking at it, It don't go week by week. He just puts up the top 10 games. So it don't matter week by week. I thought it was going week by week. So his week one. Okay, so he's saying, so let's change that then. Let's change that. Do you think the LSU USC game is bigger than Miami, Florida State? Miami, Clemson?
In what aspect?
He said these are the top 10 teams. I'm talking about what shapes the college football playoffs or what shapes
You
college
said
football.
Miami versus who?
I'm saying Miami versus Florida State or Clemson. Do you think those games are bigger than this USC UCLA game? I mean USC LSU game.
I mean, I always give more credence to week 1 games initially, just because it's like ain't nobody injured, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing on film. It's more like it's kind of like opening day. It's just you get to see like how you get to see the lay of the land day one. You know what I'm saying? And then shit gonna take off from there. Just like I hate to bring them up, but if Colorado lose to goddamn North Dakota State, nigga.
Oh, I mean, no, so I would think that would shape the
Listen,
season way more than
okay,
this
hold on,
LSU.
let me finish. So
Yeah.
if they lose to North Dakota State, nigga, niggas might as well cancel the Airbnb, the USCF game, and come. You know what I'm saying? Niggas might as well don't even go. Feel me?
I feel you. Them DT2 shirts gonna be in inventory, a whole racked up to the ceiling.
There you go.
But that's what I'm okay. So I feel what you're saying. So you're just saying that you like it because it's week 1, not the fact that it doesn't really shape college football.
Right, because
You
I
think
don't
it's
necessarily. First of all, Joe Klatt, he's a cool commentator, but that shit he be talking on his save it, nigga. I don't want to hear it.
So what about hey, so Raw High, what about you? Out of the 10 games that you can pick in all of college football, are you surprised not to see Miami on there or Kansas? I mean, there's a lot of games that will impact college playoffs.
No, no, I'm not surprised not to see Miami. I think Miami's importance of games increases going throughout the season. So the better they are, the more important that game's going to be. I don't think anybody on Miami, because I think when we went through it, we looked at their schedule. It's an easy schedule. I don't think anybody that they play can surpass at this point before the season starts anybody that's on his list. It ain't nobody that Miami play that I want to go see. Standing here today as a non-Miami fan and say I would rather see that than any game on this list. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so.
So, damn. I don't know. I beg.
Who would you rather? Okay, then. Let me ask you a question. If you think Miami and who would you say? Florida?
I would say Miami and Florida State is a bigger game because I think that might be the winner of that game could be in the driver's seat for the ACC championship.
But see, to me, that game that you're talking about, they gave it to Clemson, Florida State. He think it's a bigger game.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I got that. That can be true, but it also can be just like Ohio State is on there 3 times. It also can be true. The Clemson or Florida State against Miami game is just as important as that one.
Yeah, but we don't know how important that is until after the season progresses. But the teams that carry the weight is going to be your top. Is going to be in your top 10, or your top 10 before the season starts.
I agree. Is USC top 10 or I think LSU is going to be top. I think they're like top number 6.
No, I ain't saying that they top 10 programs. What I'm saying, I'm talking about the programs that carry the weight is going to be in your top 10 games that you pick. Like Miami ain't going to carry enough weight. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but Miami don't carry enough weight as far as the importance of the season. From the beginning of the season, put one of their games in the top 10. I think that, again, if you're going to take somebody out from over there at the ACC, I think Clemson and Florida State took that slot.
I just think LSU and USC, we might be talking about 2 teams that might not be in the playoffs.
I mean, some other teams on here that we ain't gonna be on the playoffs though.
I only see one other game, but the rest of them, most of those guys are going to be in the playoffs.
I see 1, 2, 3. Hold on.
I mean, you see 3 games that neither one of those teams are going to be in the playoffs.
Oh, you said neither one. Well, I mean, no, no, not that. No, not well. I see one game that neither one of them are gonna be in the playoffs.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
2 games, maybe 2, but yeah.
What's up, LV?
Yeah, so I think that's what it is. I don't necessarily think it's so much about playoff, whether the team is going to be in the playoff or not, but the interest of the game.
Oh man, okay, we do that.
I think that's it.
Okay.
I'm trying to shape what I think he put out there, because obviously, right, Nebraska, Colorado, which we'll get to, that ain't got nothing to do with how the season's going.
Well, he had a thesis on why, but I think the thesis was bullcrap. But it is what it is. He has a thesis. He said it's not just because clicks and views. He pretty much said it's for actuality on what it means for the playoffs. All of these games are supposed to mean something for the playoffs. Yeah. So
I mean, you don't think? Wait a minute. You don't think LSU can contend for a playoff slot?
No. I think they can. I'm just saying, if I'm going to put a list of top 10, there's a lot of games I can really focus on and be like, ooh, that's going to be a big one. Like, to be okay, let me give an example. I think Ohio State and Oregon are probably going to be in the playoffs, right? If I had to make a prediction, I think they're going to be in the playoffs. I think the Michigan Penn State is going to battle it out to see if there's going to be 3 teams in the playoffs from the Big Ten. I think that game is more important than Ohio State and Penn State. I think Michigan and Penn State is important because that's going to tell who's going to be the 3rd team in the playoffs. I get Ohio State is a big deal. I get it. But I'm talking about in regards to the playoff picture, Ohio State and Penn State, I guess. But Michigan and Penn State, I can see that. That's very important. Now, you may disagree. I mean, I get it. You may disagree, but
I hear what you're saying.
I just think there's some games that are important. Like even in the Big 12, I don't know if the biggest Big 12 game next year is an out of conference, middle of the pack, 2 teams playing each other. I don't know if that's the biggest game in the Big 12. In the Big 12, I know there's some games like the Kansas States are playing Kansas, or Oklahoma State playing Kansas State. I think those games are very important. Or UCF. Hell, UCF. If they can beat this particular team, they should run the table. Like that type of stuff.
Okay. Like LSU, USC, I don't think it's a game that, and I'm thinking about those teams and right. I'm coming off the top. I'm coming off top, right? I don't see a game in the Big 12 that's more interesting or more important than LSU, USC.
Okay.
Who would you? I mean, who?
I've named you 3 games.
Oh, yeah, I got. So you think you? So before the season starts, you will pick a UC. I don't even know if UCF plays Utah. Let's just say Utah is predicted to win the conference too, and we know what we think about UCF. You think Utah and UCF, if they play or do they play, would be bigger than LSU, USC?
No. I didn't say bigger. At the top of his thing, it says top 10 games to shape the 2024-25 season.
Right.
To shape the season. Right. I would think UC. Okay, hold on. Okay, so if I think Utah is going to win it, and if I look at UCF's schedule, and maybe let's say Utah's the only difficult team on UCF's schedule, then I would say, yeah, that would shape the season a whole lot. That game means a whole lot. I'm not saying the most clicks and views. I'm not saying the most popular game. I think if LSU beat USC, nothing changes. If USC beats LSU, I still would not say USC is going to make the playoffs out of the Big Ten. I don't think anything changes. But there are some matchups when they play each other. That's a very important game that's going to shape the entire landscape of college football. Yeah, UCF is not LSU and USC. I got that. But if you look at their schedule and you got these two juggernauts in a conference playing each other, that game's gonna come down to if you win, you go to the playoffs, and if you lose, you go to a bowl game. I think there are games like that. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I can agree to disagree. I just think
No,
there
I got
are
you.
some games. Yeah. So it's
What?
all good. Well, let Law
Hey,
Dog. Where Law Dog go?
Throw some shit out there, man. I mean, I don't
Okay,
know.
then. I mean, what's up? So I'm asking you, when it says shape the season, are you in agreement with Rawhide that LSU and USC, because it's probably more popular and bigger name teams, or do you think there's a possible bigger game in a different conference that means way more to the landscape of college football?
Well, okay. First, I mean, this is out of conference game, so I just feel like the reason he put that up there because that's probably one of the most the best games of the week one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? As
Wait,
far
wait.
as just implications on what type of team they may be, because you know SC's in the new conference as well.
I got you.
With that being the case, I do lean more heavily to a game like Ohio State versus Oregon, Georgia versus Texas. You see what I'm saying?
I got you. Right. Because you
In
understand what that means in general the whole season.
right.
Right. I
And
got
I
you.
mean, if you got to pick 10 games, I get it. But I feel like I mean, this shit really don't mean. I think this is some off-season flim flam shit, man.
I'm surprised Ole Miss is not on this. I see Alabama. I'm surprised Ole Miss is
This is,
nowhere on
man,
this list.
niggas is bored, man. This is off-season rigmarole, man.
I got you. I
You know
got
what I'm saying? Because how the hell is CU and Nebraska up there?
you. We'll
Them
get
niggas
to it.
ain't going to no natty.
Let's get to week 2, boy. That boy cooking. Let's get to week 2. Now Texas and Michigan is obvious for everybody, right? Is there any question about the Texas Michigan game?
yeah, that's an obvious game. Big game. Yeah.
National champs. They're not supposed to be as good. Texas is finally playing in the SEC. Yeah. If Michigan wins that game, oh man. Ooh wee. The Big
Really,
10.
man, this nigga's just pissing me off now that I think about it. Because it says 10 top games to shape the 24-25
That's
season.
what I'm
How the
saying.
hell
To
is
shape.
Nebraska and Colorado up there, bro?
I know that's bruh. I'm trying
You about
to
to piss
tell
me
you.
off, bro.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I know he went to see you. I don't get it. I
Rawhide,
don't get it.
call Joe Klatt, bro. Use that number. You remember what dude called you, bro?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm trying to think. I don't remember what he
You
called.
remember when dude called you? You remember you got that phone call? Call
Oh,
dude and tell him to call Joe Klatt.
all right, then. Hold on, man.
Yeah, bro. Because what the hell is going on, bro?
Put
Like,
him on three-way. Put him on three-way.
put him on
No,
live.
I can't put him on blast, bro.
Yeah, because it's like, what the fuck, like, bro? What is he doing?
What's up, bro? I'm doing it live right now.
Yeah.
Hit Joel Klatt up, bro. Tell him to jump on the show. We talking about this damn Big Ten if he's free. Can you do that
Hey,
for me?
tell him, hey, Raw, tell him I like that song he just dropped too.
Oh yeah, and he liked that new Get Money. You
That
know what I'm
remix.
saying? Must
That
be the
remix.
money remix,
With
bro.
Yellow Beezy
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Snoop Dogg. That shit hot.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah, tell that boy.
all right, bet.
All
Oh,
right.
you ain't doing nothing. I figured you what? You ain't even bold, are you? I figured you was. All right, bet.
You cold with it. All right. So, all right. Let's get to the third game. Rawhide Law Dog want to go straight to it. Please explain. Okay. Let me tell you how he explained it. He said that if Colorado beats Nebraska, it shows you that a Big 12 team can beat a Big 10 team, not one of the better Big 10 teams, but a Big 10 team. If Nebraska beats Colorado, he didn't have an explanation on why that was important. So explain.
Joe Klatt need to be shot.
Wait,
Seriously.
I can't. All right, let me try to make sense of it. All right. We all know that's a big traditional rival, right? Well, back up. We know that's a traditional rival. I don't take the word big off of it. I think he did play there, and maybe they're sleepers as far as conference winners. Maybe. So I guess that's where he coming from. Man, did I lose y'all? I hope I ain't lose y'all.
No,
Nah,
I'm
yeah.
right here, player. I'm right here. You know, it's middle of the day.
Oh,
Still
y'all saying, bro, you trying too hard. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. I get it, bro. I get it.
no,
Oh yeah,
no.
I feel, I feel it.
Nah, I thought she was finna. I thought she was cooking up. I ain't know you was talking to me.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I think, bro, I think that's where he's coming from on that. If it's not about clicks and views, if it's about clicks and views, then yeah, if it's about clicks and views, bro, that we all know why he
Okay,
put
if
it
he
on
coming
that.
from that angle, then yeah, it's a night game. It's gonna be televised. Yeah, the whole world. Oh, see, I guess it's the context into which he said each game. But
Like
But
just
the
how they
looking
shape,
at
doing
when he
though?
said shape the season, that's a totally, if he said top 10 most watched games for 2024, 2025, I get that. Let's
right,
get it. I totally get that. But
damn. So that
none of these games is a
oh,
lot
so
that they're not
let me
shaping the
tell
season.
the nigga is a Colorado alumni. The nigga could be trying to play on us. You know how they get down.
Trolling. You say he
You
just
know how they
trolling?
do. I don't even call it troll. I call it Mac and pin 10 on 2.
Yep, yep. That's what it really is. To be honest with you.
It
Oh,
gotta be, bro, because it's like I ain't saying I'm the best, but I am. You know what I'm saying? And come on, man. Come on, man. Like what the fuck, bro?
Well,
What is we
yeah, here we
hey,
talking
go.
about?
Hey, here we go. Here we go. This game is really important for the Big 12, with the Big 10 and the SEC expected to vie for the most of the at-large bids in the new Big 12 college football playoff. This game could improve the Big 12's path to getting a second team in the field. So, sound like to me he's on page with us. They only getting one person in. He said, if
yep.
Colorado wins, we'll be right back where we were in the first few weeks of last year with Dion Mania. But this year's Colorado squad might have more staying power if it beats Nebraska. If the Buffaloes can protect Shadur Sanders, they will be really good. He's a heck of a player. If Nebraska wins, this will likely be its toughest test on the road to being 7-0 before its big game against Ohio State. Remember, the Cornhuskers were much better than their record indicated last year. They were decimated by injuries and turnovers. What if Dylan Raiola comes out, fixes the turnover problems, and shows out to start the college career to beat Colorado? Then the Big Ten can think it has 6 legitimate teams that could be in the playoff hunt. So really, he ain't talking about them as far as, hey, yeah, really. I worked on it. I worked on it. Hold on, I fucked that up. My bad. Damn, I messed that up, bro. My fault. Hey, I ain't want. Oh shit, I messed that up. I didn't read that. I didn't read that right. Okay.
Don't read it again, bro. Don't
Yeah,
do
I
it.
was about to. Hey, hold on. Let me
Don't
start
you
over.
start that. No, don't do that.
This game is really.
You fucking up now. You shouldn't have did that, man. He was doing good.
Everybody listening hard now.
Yeah, he was doing good.
You were doing good, bro. Take a sip of water. Take a sip of water.
Yeah, relax, bro. Take
uh,
your time, bro. You got it.
Rub your
Sound it out,
temples,
nigga.
bro. Rub your
Sound it out.
temples.
e- 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 either
Anybody got a honey bun? So this brother get some sugar.
go, going to be dialing up
Oh,
Coach Prime. My, maybe.
Yeah, nigga. Hold,
man,
Rob,
all
hold
right.
up, Rob.
We got the gist. We got the gist.
Get your helmet, nigga.
You sound you sound like do the right thing. Your boy do the right thing, boy.
Hey.
Radio Raheem out this joint. But it's
Damn.
all good.
I wouldn't even thought about it if I had to sit and read a blog. I didn't even think about it. She said, I was like, oh shit, I messed that up. Let me go back and read it. Read it the right way.
You good. You good. So when you read that, when you read it, what do you
So I think what he's actually saying here is that the game is more about what the conferences overall can get into the playoffs, not necessarily about those two teams. So basically, if Colorado can beat Nebraska, have a win over a Big Ten team, it looks better for the conference. Maybe they can slide a second team into the playoff. If Nebraska just beat the dog snot out of Colorado, then what they're saying is it delegitimates.
Oh,
Oh,
Be
yeah, that
careful,
bro.
nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, be
Listen,
careful, nigga.
bro,
Be careful.
that right there, that just
Ooh.
did not that didn't want to
Yeah,
come out right.
yeah.
You know what
Be
I'm saying?
careful, nigga.
But
Ooh, you almost pulled a hammy on that one.
Yeah,
yeah, I did, bro. I did. I
yeah.
did. So
I
anyway,
know it.
but if Nebraska, you know what I'm saying, beats the shit out of Colorado, that means that the Big 12 is not deserving to put more than one team in the playoffs, right? It helps
But
that argument
hold
for
on,
the
hold
Big Ten.
But the Big Ten, we know the four people:
Yeah, but he's
Ohio
thinking.
State, Oregon, Penn State, and Michigan.
Yeah, but he's saying he think it has 6 legitimate teams that could be in the playoff hunt. I mean,
Who
so
out of the Big Ten?
yeah, that's what he's saying.
Oh man.
I
So
guess.
now, come on, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. This shit, bro. We got man. Listen, we gotta figure
But
this
he ain't
shit
But if
got
out,
you
bro.
Miami
but you
nowhere on there. He ain't got Miami
but
nowhere on
you
there.
got but if you think about it, when your conference doesn't win big games out of conference, right? Like that USC LSU game, right? That matters at the end of the season when they
Right.
having a powwow.
There you
So
Yeah,
go.
but it
if
matters mainly for the people that's in contention. It don't
right,
matter for the mid-tier teams. I don't care that Utah beat up
Arizona State. Shit.
Utah beat up Duke. I don't care that Utah beat Duke. That don't matter to me.
well,
That's
again,
just like if Utah
but see,
played Duke, will we have this conversation?
but see, if the point is, if Colorado beats Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they beat Nebraska, guess
They're
what?
gonna get their ass crushed in the Big Ten. That's all that means.
Right. So what it's saying is that okay, the big, the Big 12, they had a team that beat right a mid-tier team
Right.
that's in the Big 12. I'm sorry, in the
Right.
Big 10. Now at the end of the season, and you look back over those schedules, you like, okay, that conference was a little bit better than what we thought. If Nebraska beats Colorado, right, and who what other big games does the Big 12 teams got out of schedule to help uplift the conference? So they get smacked by Nebraska, and y'all want to call Colorado a 8-win team, bro. At the end of the season, they're gonna be like, yeah, but your 8 wins ain't built on nothing. That's his
I got
argument.
Oh, whoa. Come on, Raw. Like, Raw.
so we had this situation last year
Yeah, but see,
in the
the terms is different though. We no longer it's a 12-team playoff. So if
right.
if you lose the out of conference game and you run the table in your conference and you get in and you win, that shit not gonna hold no matter because if you win, you win.
Right. So last year, Mississippi State beat Arizona. Did
Okay.
that matter?
When
Did
who
it
what?
matter?
When what?
Mississippi State beat Arizona last year.
Okay.
Did that even matter? That's what I'm saying. This Nebraska Colorado game, it don't mean nothing. What
So
does it mean? If either team wins, nothing changes at all. They
but
both can do okay or they both can suck. It don't mean nothing.
but again, I ain't defending him. Don't get. I'm just reading what he said. His first paragraph said the game is really important for the Big 12. Right? That's what he said. He said
So you're telling me the
the
Big 12 have no out of conference games other
no no
than
no.
two?
I'm not saying that, but again, he just like the Big 10 and SEC are vying for the maximum amount of slots.
I
So if
got you.
Colorado wins, right? If they win, out of conference team that's not just trash, right? The Big 12 may be able to slide a second team in because of representation. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's it.
Okay. I got you. I don't know
I
if
ain't
that's the
saying he
game.
right. I ain't saying
I
he
don't know if
right.
that's the game that tells us that, but I understand your premise. But I don't think that game is going to tell us that. I think the other teams have some games that's really going to tell us that. But I get it. It's
Do y'all think? Okay.
if
Do
you
y'all
add
think?
clicks and views on top of it, I get the whole concept.
Right.
And he's
Right.
a Colorado guy.
And he's a college. There you go. That's probably about 75% of it.
Well, then
Mm-hmm.
that's what I said from the beginning.
Yeah, I think we all said that.
Who
I think we
raised
all
that
said
nigga?
that. Yeah, I think we all said that. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, all right, go ahead, Alpha. Go ahead.
I'm about to say this Alabama Georgia. We know that's a huge game. What's your predictions on that? How you think that's gonna go? That's week
Georgia gonna
5.
donkey stomp by Georgia.
I got Georgia kicking Texas ass.
You talking about Georgia, Alabama, Georgia, Alabama.
Georgia,
Oh,
Alabama.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I got Georgia over Texas. What y'all talking about?
Let's go ahead. Let's
Nah,
drop
I'm
down to
bullshit. I'm
Georgia then, since
bullshit.
you
I'm
want to talk on
bullshit.
it.
I'm
Since
bullshit.
you want to talk on it.
But
Yeah.
that Georgia Alabama I'm a fan of Miro, bro. I like the little black nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I'm biased. I want to see the nigga beat the white boy.
But I'm not gonna lie though. I think it would be easier for Georgia to beat them week 1, week 2. By week 5, either Milroe's the guy, which I'm expecting him to be, and playing well, or they didn't figure something out. So by that time, by week 5, Alabama's gonna be who Alabama's supposed to be. New coaching staff. They didn't. That game's gonna be a little tougher than I think people think it's gonna be. I really do. You think it's a donkey stomp? You think it's a donkey stomp?
Yeah, Georgia gonna donkey stomp their ass,
Bro,
bro.
you crazy as hell, bro. Bro, hi. Oh my god, it's not personal. Listen, bro, you don't know the game, bro. You don't, bro. You don't. Why they gonna donkey stomp them, bro?
Because I don't think Alabama's gonna be as good as they were last season.
Wow,
I
because
think
Saban left.
I think losing Nick Saban matters. I think that matters, bro.
Bro,
So
he's upstairs, my nigga. He hasn't left the building, bro. You think he's not gonna have his imprints? You think so? I mean, let's okay. Raha, let's make Raha a coach because you want to coach the greatest ever. So you got Bama, nigga. You should be right at home. So we put you in Bama. Saban says, "Hey, I'm done. I'm going upstairs, my nigga." Bro, you're not gonna lean into Saban's ethic and commitments and things of that nature to imply into this team, a team that he's recruited majority in half. You don't think he's gonna go up there and
Bro,
break
listen,
film down?
okay. I can't give you that, bro. I ain't giving no team no extra credit because they got a
No, that's
bad
not.
coach
No.
that
See,
they can go.
I don't want to do the rigor. I want you to answer the
Come on,
question.
bro.
If
No,
you're the
all right, go
head
ahead.
coach, come on, Rob, follow me. If you're the head coach, are you not having conversations with Saban?
Obviously, I am. Yeah, if I can,
Right.
yes, I am.
So, what makes you think the shit's just gonna fall off a cliff?
Now, see, there you
Nick
go.
Saban's
Ain't
still
nobody
calling
saying
him
that it's
too.
gonna fall off a
That's what
cliff,
you
bro.
just said. You
Yeah, I
said
said
they gonna
Georgia
get.
gonna.
You
I
said
said Georgia gonna
Alabama
donkey
gonna
stomp them.
get donkey stomped
That's what I
by.
said. Right. That's what I said. How is that the team falling off a cliff?
Because they beat him last year by a lot. I mean, they beat him last year by what, 10, 7?
Right. And it's the same quarterback, maybe a receiver less, but other than and minus Caleb Downs, my nigga, like you mean like you know what? You got it.
Has Georgia in the Herbie era, have they donkey stumped Alabama ever?
I guess that biggest one was when Jameson Williams got hurt in the championship game.
And Alabama's on their way to win that bitch.
Yeah, until old
Yes.
boy got hurt.
All right. So I'm saying they got the same. And just say you don't like Jalen Miro. Can you just go ahead and put that on record?
No, I ain't got no problem with Jalen Miro. Bro, listen. What you? First off, you act like they had displayed some kinks in the armor the last few years anyway. Now you got a new coach. Now you got a new coach coming in. I don't even know why I got to do this.
He's a winner.
You got a new coach, new environment, and you thinking they ain't gonna miss a beat.
All right, Alpha. I'll
No,
talk to you,
nigga. Let me
Rawhide.
tell you, you don't know the game.
No, I'll talk to Alpha, bro. I'm not fucking with you today, Rawhide.
Okay,
Alpha.
okay. Who y'all got winning the
Who
game?
was the Cowboys
Who
coach?
do y'all have winning the game?
I like Bama.
Alpha, who you got?
Oh man, I think there's more question marks, so I'm gonna go with Georgia. Not no
Why you
donkey
pick?
stump.
Okay, hold on. That's cool. That's cool. You ain't got you.
Yeah, I
You can
don't
say
even know shit
you.
about
Hold on.
Georgia.
Wait. Hold on. Y'all can, listen. You can say uh, Alpha. It's fine. You can say by 3 points. I can say by 14. Fine, no problem. Now the question is, Alpha. My question to you: why you don't like Alabama over Georgia, bro?
Um, I just think one, I personally I just think there's more questions with Alabama, new coaching staff, new offensive system. That's about it. I
Oh
think
my
would I
God.
be surprised? Hold up. Would I be surprised if Alabama wins? No. But I think if I had to put money on it, I would probably lean towards Georgia because there's less question marks.
As
That's
far
it.
as the coaching staff.
Well, coach, even the players, I think from the quarterback, knowing the system to what I saw them do last year, if they were doing the playoff, if they were doing the 12-team playoffs last year, I think I still would probably pick Georgia winning the whole thing if they would have been able to get back
Right.
into the
And you
playoffs.
would have picked Georgia last year to beat Alabama too, huh?
Real talk, yeah, yeah, actually, yeah.
Oh,
And it was on
exactly.
29 game
Right.
win
And
streak, so
that's
I
what
had I
makes
had to pick
me
Georgia.
right. That's what made me the guru. I'm able to see what you guys don't see.
Well, first off, I
Especially
didn't. I didn't. Well,
especially
first
you,
of
Rahad,
okay. Hey, first off, I didn't pick Georgia last year.
says who.
No, what I'm telling you, I bet at the game. I didn't pick Georgia. And let me tell
So
you
why
something
did
else,
you pick
bro.
Bama? Why did you pick Bama?
Because I like the Bama's coaching staff better than I like Georgia's coaching
So
staff.
it's simply about the coaching staff for you.
Yeah, it matters a lot.
Okay.
You
You'll
think?
see, bro.
Okay, name the other nigga that done won 7 national championships.
But see, I don't necessarily think it has to be because okay, Alpha, what was the guy that on the Cowboys when they went from Barry Switzer to Jimmy Johnson?
Yeah, that's
What
it. It went from
or
Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer. That's
Bear
where it
Switzer,
went from.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
right, and the nigga took off. He took flight with the shit, right?
No, he didn't
right.
win it the first. No, he didn't win it the first season. He won it
Well, they
second
got
year.
to the NFC. They got to the NFC.
Yeah,
That's when they got primed to go from 49ers over
exactly.
to the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
that's what
Right.
happened.
So
Yeah, but they
it's
still
possible.
were successful. They still were very
Thank
successful.
you. So it's possible for a nigga to hand the baton off, right?
Yeah, but okay, okay. I wouldn't say it's equivalent because I think the change of I think there's going to be more change in Alabama from the system to the defensive coordinator to everything is going to be a little bit different, more change. Dallas still ran the same stuff. All Barry Switzer had to do was literally turn the machine on and turn the machine off, and it was going to do what it does.
Right, but the machine is still in the building.
No,
He's
I
right.
mean, I got you.
He's
I think
right.
the
He's
truth.
right there to give the like. But it was crazy is Rahai put all the credence in the coaching staff. But when I say the nigga is in the building, he's still a part of. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter at all. I don't get it.
Bro, when do we start adding that to an evaluation of whether how good or bad a
Cause
team
you're
gonna
putting
be?
all the credence on simply the coaching staff. We're not gonna get into players because I'm pretty sure we don't know the players' bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So
I
if
mean,
you're going,
no, there's no need to get into players because those teams are who they are. So
okay, so
so
then if you're gonna say
all we got to talk about is the coaching.
right, but if you're gonna say you credited them for having Nick Saban on the sideline, and I'm saying, hey, Nick Saban is still in the building, what's the totality of the difference, bro? The fact that
He
he's not
ain't work,
coaching,
bro. Come on, man. An advisor or a consultant ain't the coach. He ain't setting the tone of how practices are laid. He ain't,
why the
bro. He
fuck
ain't
would
doing that.
he? If you're saying this is the standard, and I've always known to be this is the standard, why would I come in and make some whole hell of a changes? Am I going to implement new intricacies and the shit I like? Yes, as well.
Woo.
But for the most part, I'm going to try to keep it at the standard, right?
You show giving this dude a whole lot of stuff that you don't know how he gonna act.
But you don't. You
I
got to
ain't
look at
banking
his
on that.
look at his track history. He's a winner, bro. Do you know who the coach is?
Yes, I
All he
know who the
does is
coach
fucking
is.
win. That's what he
Okay, bro,
do.
listen. If I,
He
fine,
was
bro,
just in the playoffs
fine.
last year
Listen,
with
bro,
Washington, bro.
fine. Fine, and got smashed, bro. I ain't got no. Fine, bro. Fine. I'm good with that. But what I'm telling you in my evaluation, I'm not adding. Hey, he got a guy that he can go talk to the guy that's upstairs when that dude ain't even gonna be in the building.
Well, you said it. All right, let's move on, bro.
He ain't at work, bro. He ain't at work.
That nigga
He
ain't
is.
going home, man. Oh man, he go home, nigga.
See, you
Man,
saying a whole lot of stuff that we don't know nothing about, bro.
he already don't said it.
He
So
already said what? So you saying he gonna be
Saban
there from 8 to
said
5 every
he's,
day?
huh?
You saying he gonna be there from 8 to 5 every day?
No, come on, of course not. But man, listen, do your homework, bro. I ain't
Well,
finna goddamn
y'all.
explain to you, bro.
No, the point that I'm making is listen to what you're adding. You saying, hey, you act like this dude gonna be still out there walking around coaching. That dude probably be on the golf course.
He doesn't. Obviously, it's a new regime. Sure enough, but Saban ain't going home.
How do you know that?
Because he said it. Go look at the interview at the spring game. Pull it if you want to do it. Pull that up. Pull up the spring game and look what Saban said. Look what the coach said.
Bro, I don't take your word for it. What did he say?
The coach said Saban has been around. He's sat down with him numerous of times. He's been in the building. The kids still go up there and visit him a lot and talk to him a lot. He's been around.
Okay, how do you define that? What is that? How do you define been around? He's been around.
I only can go based upon what the coach said.
No, it's cool, bro. I ain't saying that he didn't say that. I'm asking you, how do you define being around? Do you define that being there 4 days a week, 1 day a
he
week?
could be there 3 days out the week, bro.
And you saying he's gonna do that?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm right here.
Yeah, 3 days out the week.
All right,
Or just simply just access. He'll have access to them.
Alpha. I was about to say you gonna co-sign that.
Alpha. How long do it take? When do coaches build the game plan? Right, Monday, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, they kind of get a little bit ahead, but yeah, Monday is when they really try to present it to the team, right?
Right. So it take about what, a day and a half, day and two to be like, hey, this is how we attack these teams. This coach has these tendencies. Watch out for this. Check this out. I feel like we had success doing this. Right?
Oh no. So I'm pretty sure Nick Saban has talked to the new coach and kind of broken down. They probably go play golf and say, okay, tell me a little bit about Auburn. Okay, tell me a little bit about Ole Miss. Tell me, like the history of the SEC. That I'm pretty sure he's talking to him about that, like the little things that we don't know, the nuances on how he won games. I'm pretty sure he's talking to him about that, and I think it's a great asset. Most people don't get that. Don't have that, like an old coach that's won a lot that's still around. I think he still got an office there.
Thank you.
But I also understand Rawhide saying, still, when the game is, you gotta still call the plays. You still gotta call the plays in the middle of the game.
That's why he got the job. I mean, why did he get the job?
But hold on, wait. But what about the structure of practices? What about that? What about the tone and temperament of the practices? You telling me
it's gonna be subject to change?
And that stuff don't matter. None of that matters.
Like I said, it didn't matter. But everything's not going to change, bro.
I don't know. I don't know what is or what ain't, which I'm going to evaluate it as I would a new coach going anywhere. I ain't giving them no extra credit because we think they're gonna be he gonna have a big hand in what he's doing. Because I guarantee. Let me tell you what. I'm willing to. Oh, I ain't betting. If they're successful and they interview Nick Saban, I guarantee I got a strong feeling Nick Saban's gonna say, "Well, I didn't have much." You know what I'm saying? He kind of did that on his own,
Come on, Rob.
Come on, man. That's what you're going, bro. That's what you're going on, though. That's what you're going on.
How? When you haven't even...
if Nick Saban says that, you're gonna dismiss that. But Nick Saban say, "Yeah, he's gonna be around," or whatever the case may be.
Already said it. You're banking on a if, and when a coach already said
it. You ain't. You ain't.
Because the coach already said it. Him and Saban both said the same thing.
Hey, I see there's people that's trying to get in. They like, man, they want some of that smoke to get in.
You good, bro. You right, bro. You right.
I know.
You right.
It's all good. Hey, let's talk about this Texas, Michigan. We skipped over. We didn't break it down like Alabama, Georgia. But and we could actually drop the link pretty soon because I'm curious to hear all these people are, because I know it's gonna be some more arguments. But quick, before we go, Texas, Michigan, what y'all got on that?
I got goddamn Alabama whooping the shit out of Georgia. Donkey Kong style. I'm pissed now.
Oh man, there we go. All right, I want to hear really flawed because I
Yeah,
don't think
drop the
Texas
link,
can't
bro.
lose to Michigan. Texas
Drop
can't
the
lose
link.
to Michigan. They can't lose
Drop,
to Michigan.
drop
They
the
can
link.
lose to Georgia, but they can't lose to Michigan.
No, they ain't gonna lose no Michigan, man. Texas ain't losing Michigan, man.
Okay. I felt like that when I saw the Washington game. I didn't think Washington was going to beat Texas. But when I saw Washington play more physical, I said,
Ooh, who's the coach? Who's the coach over there? Who's the
But I
coach?
mean, well then let's pick Michigan. Let's pick Michigan to beat. Let's pick Michigan to beat Texas. I mean, being a new coach don't matter.
So you don't think Michigan's one of them teams? They don't have to have the best players every year, man. If they play the right way, they're a tough team to beat. They tough. Some years are better than the others, but they are a
He's
tough
not
team to
even a
beat.
new coach. He just has a new title.
What?
The Michigan coach.
What about him? Say that
He
one more
was an
time.
interim coach for a few games last year.
Okay.
And he was also a part of that staff, so he's not technically new.
Oh, okay. All right, bro.
Because he was the
I'm gonna buy out with
that up?
y'all. I gotta buy. I gotta take a step back.
How am I?
Y'all
Am I
lost
making
y'all
it
mind,
up?
bro.
Am I making it up?
No, bro. Y'all go
No,
ahead.
he been there.
Y'all
No, it ain't like they got somebody from the outside. Similar, like no,
Exactly.
yeah.
He's been in the system. He's been there for
Yeah.
years. Like he's the offensive coordinator. Like that. So, there's no merit on that for him being. I don't get it. Like, what's to
I think
it?
he was the O-line coach too, right? Wasn't he the
What?
O-line coach?
Yeah, the run game. I don't know. Whatever it was, he was the OC, and he was the guy next to the guy when bro had to go sit on that sideline. So it's not gonna be totally unfamiliar to him. I'm sure he had a hand in recruiting all those players, building all those game plans, the do's, the don'ts, the schemes, the whys, the who's, the wins. He's been there for all of that. Now, is it going to be some change because of staff members and him doing it some ways where he's going to implement it? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? But it's two sides of the street.
Well, y'all, if y'all think being a college head coach is simply just X's and O's and going to practices, y'all like we clearly don't watch the game the same. We clearly don't. We clearly, bro, because y'all just dismissing all the things that matters as being a head coach. But I don't want to get in this if thing argument again because yeah, Law he just done wore me out on that Alabama thing. I'm tapping, bro. I'm tapping, bro.
He beat
What's
you
up,
in
Reddy?
submission?
Man, I can't, bro. Hey, listen, man. What do you say to a person that say, hey, whatever issue they come in, go talk to Nick? I'm like, what do I say to that? I can't say nothing to that.
Okay, really, how do you see it?
Who? Georgia, Alabama?
Yeah.
I think because it's at Alabama, I think I would take Alabama. They're tough to beat there.
Do you see Alabama falling off?
I think falling off is relative, though. What are we saying? Like, are they going to lose 3 games? Is 3 games falling off?
They're gonna win. They got 9 games.
Lose about 4 games, right?
9 games.
Do they still make the playoffs?
They don't make the playoffs. Don't make the playoffs. They win 9 games.
That's a fall off. That's a fall off Alabama.
I think it depends on who those losses are to. Like, yes, it's going to be a fall off and not what we're used to. But I also think that this will be his first time kind of going through this gauntlet of a schedule.
It don't matter, really. He got Nick Saban.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
That's like having a cheat sheet. You got the fucking answers to the test at your disposal. You telling me you ain't gonna use it?
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. But if it fails, if he uses that cheat sheet and they don't win, that's a problem. But that's what I'm saying. So who are the 4 losses? Who are the losses going to be to? Are they going to be to Georgia, LSU,
Texas.
Missouri. No, I'm talking about Alabama. We don't play Alabama this year.
Missouri,
You know what I'm saying? Like, if those losses are to the top teams, then what do you do?
Bama King, they don't understand, bro. It's the reason the nigga got the job, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And that's the thing. I think falling off is kind of relative, because what if they lose 3 games, and then because of the way the SEC falls, they still end up in the SEC championship game? Is that still falling off?
Exactly.
Nope, that wouldn't be falling off then, really, Flo.
You see what I'm saying? So I think it's hard, because, like I said
So
before, I think
falling off shouldn't even be a factor unless you're gonna completely use it as an actual fall off. Can't fall off and fall on. Like, come on, like how you can't do
it's
both?
it's kind of like being a lion and not being a lion.
Exactly.
But bro, listen, man, y'all
being a
y'all
dog
insane.
and not being a dog.
Bro, listen,
Yeah.
y'all insane, bro. Listen, we all know, we both agree that they win 9 games, they falling off. If the circumstances roll out where all of a sudden the SEC got teams with 3 losses into the playoff, and they get to the SEC championship game, obviously people are going to say that's success. But y'all see how many caveats we had to throw on that to make the 9-3 a success?
What caveat? It was only one.
No, it's a lot. You got to have multiple teams have 3 losses. That doesn't historically happen, bro.
But that's the thing. But I think we're all talking about historical context. But have we thought about how the SEC is now rebuilt? Not just because Texas and Oklahoma entered it. It may look at their schedules. Their schedules are wonky. Some of these teams have tough schedules.
But they've been playing tough schedules since they've been in.
But it's no longer the same because it's no longer divisions either. So you
That's
can't
what I'm
look at it from that old style, which I
That's
always
what I'm
Why
saying.
not? Okay, tell me why.
You gotta look at it.
Tell me why. Give me
Because it's no longer that way. It's no longer a 14 playoff. It's a 12-team
what
playoff.
team I gotta throw that away with, bro? Just give me a team. I can't look back and how they played and who they played in the conference and say, well, this schedule is totally different.
Texas and Oklahoma, I give you 2.
Bro, the only people in there is the only people that it really affects is Texas and Oklahoma.
I gave you 2.
And Texas and let's talk about Texas and Oklahoma. Oklahoma coming in, bro. They owe this at best.
Fuck Oklahoma.
Coming in and had 1 good season. Whoa, they ain't these other dudes.
How do you know?
Okay, fine. They added an outer conference. They added an outer conference Auburn / Ole Miss, and they added an outer conference Texas, which you can call them. I would call them a Miami.
Per your merit, that's your merit. But on paper, Oklahoma can never be Auburn.
What?
Oklahoma can never be Auburn. Never.
Well,
that is
true. That is true.
Right.
That's true.
So
I give you that.
Just because that's your logic,
so they went back
if you
a
look
level.
at it on paper,
so basically they got G5. So 2 G5s entered the SEC. Whoa.
Bishop is here. Hey, Bishop.
What?
It's 228 and Oklahoma still sucks.
Come on, bro.
Hey, point down and take that. We know.
Bro, you're acting like
228 and Oklahoma still sucks.
Like because you got rid of divisions, all of a sudden the conference has gotten extremely harder.
It is because it's no more. The East was always easier than the West.
Georgia's already been complaining about their schedule this year.
Georgia notoriously when they went on them runs back to back, they had a weak ass schedule.
Okay, bro, we are literally talking about Alabama.
You asked for 2 more teams to bring in context. Now you
want
to say,
right? You bring in context about schedules, right? Right.
Yep.
And your team you brought in was who? Georgia?
No, I brought in Texas and Oklahoma.
Well, all right. Yeah, y'all right. I'm done. I'm done. I don't get it. I don't get it. Ain't no. Oh my God.
I know it.
4P.
Bro. Y'all are insane. I swear. But I get it, man. Y'all got teams, so that's you. Y'all don't know no better. Y'all do the best you can. I get it.
Listen,
Hey, so-
this is what we need to do. We need to, me, you, and Alpha, and anybody that's willing to, we need to get together and have, you know how they do it on the game day when they keep count of the record predictions and all that. We need to do that and see who's the champ.
We did. We already did it.
No.
So
I'm saying
can
we
I go
need
back to and talk about Texas and Michigan?
What about them? What about them?
Because
Absolutely.
y'all are up here crashing out over some bullshit. So I think Texas, if Texas doesn't beat Michigan, I think it says more about Texas than it does about Michigan. Because Texas should go up there and beat Michigan. I think they have a better team. They have more people coming back. I think the hardest part is that we're going to the big house. But I don't think that they should. I think Texas should beat Michigan. And if they don't, I think it's going to get interesting. But however, the problem with Texas is there's always a couple of games with Texas where I'm like, what the fuck is this? So if they lose to Michigan, then they come back and beat Georgia. It's one of those things where it's like, here goes Texas being Texas. So they should take care of business and beat Michigan.
I got a hotter take than that. If Michigan beats Texas, there might be a situation where the Big 12, Big 10 sends more people in the playoffs than the SEC. Take that. If Michigan beats Texas, they could potentially get Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, and Oregon all in there. They'll be the team with 4, and the SEC might only have 3.
But again, I think it comes down to what the end says. Like, I think I get it. As a society, we react to one loss. But like when you go back and look at the total season, let's say Texas goes 10-2 and they lost to Michigan, whatever. Texas is setting 10-2 in the SEC. I think they're going to put a 10-2 Texas in over a 10-2 Big Ten team, depending on who that is.
Okay, let's do it like this. Let's say Ohio State goes undefeated. Let's say Oregon, Penn State, and Michigan all around 9-3, 10-2. I don't know if Texas gets in over a 10-2 Michigan if they lost to them.
Hold on, how many conferences is it?
It's four power fours.
Four power fours.
With a at-large bid for the group of 5, right?
Or independent.
No, it ain't. Yeah, no. There is no group of 5 slot. It's just actually it's nothing. It's just the top ranked conference champs. The 4 top ranked.
The large, right?
Actually, the top 5.
Yeah,
The
5. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the top 5 ranked conference champs. It has nothing to do with power or G. Just
so if you win the ACC or the Big 12, and you are 8-4, 7-5, and you end up winning it, you might not get in the playoffs. If the other conferences have higher teams.
That answers one half of the question you was about to pose. So technically, it could not be. It may be available for Oregon and a Michigan to get in.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm talking about a 4th team. Because I think the SEC, from what I'm expecting, normally the SEC, I'm thinking the Bamas, the Georgias, the Bamas, the Georgias, the Ole Miss, and then another team. Maybe it's Missouri or maybe it's Tennessee. I don't know. But it feels like it's going to be 4 teams that get in.
So
from the
basically, if you win, you win. If you win the conference, you win. And if you got them beating shit and tearing shit down, you win.
True.
That's the name of the game. Simple as that. Win, you win. All you do is got to win. And you win.
Especially in those 2 conferences. In those 2 conferences, all you got to do is win.
Hell, conference or not.
Nah, there's some conferences.
You could lose
just because you win it don't mean you get in.
You could lose late, and that knock you out the conference championship type shit. But you won all year.
Well, I guess it depends on how you define winning. So, and I think that's what Alpha is talking about. What he's saying is that because it's not powered slots, that depending on how your conference shake out, what we consider a power conference there's an opportunity for them not to make it.
You talking about Texas, right? The opportunity for Texas not to make it?
No, he just talking. No, he just talking
No,
in
I think they're
general.
just talking.
Just in general.
Oh, okay.
The opportunity, not.
So, anyways, Clemson and Florida State. What do we think about that matchup? Week 6.
That's Law Dogs. That's Law Dogs
I
conference.
could
What
Yeah,
you
give
that's
a
think
his
about
damn
that?
about
yeah.
that game.
What?
I could give a damn about that game.
That game gonna be.
I don't even care anymore.
Okay, well, he's acting like a child. So, what do we think about the Week 7 matchup? Ohio State and Oregon.
That'll be a good game. I think.
I got
I'm going. Yeah, I got Oregon. I think Ohio State's young in a lot of their key places. So,
I don't like the quarterback. I still, at the end of the day, I still don't like the quarterback.
Who? I don't like either one of their quarterbacks.
I think Gabriel's better than Howard.
I
Yeah, I
just
think.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gabriel's better than Howard, and I don't even think it's even close. I think it's a large difference between the two. The only thing that I would give Ohio State over Oregon is that Ohio State has played in this conference for years. Oregon is going to learn this conference, and Oregon's going to learn. You can mess around and go to Wisconsin in December, and that's a tough ass game. It's not supposed to be, but it's going to be a tough game. Or you mess around and catch Rutgers on some crazy Saturday night game down in Jersey. You know.
Wouldn't the Wisconsin game kind of be equivalent to playing Utah?
No, because well, I would say yes and no. I would say Wisconsin perennially, physically, and like the physicality of Wisconsin's been physical forever. They've been since Ron Dane, like that's what they do. They might not be as talented or anything like that. I think Utah has to play maybe 2 games a year. And it's not about playing Wisconsin late in December. It's the fact that you have to play Ohio State and you have to play all these other Big Ten teams.
Gotcha.
Now you're playing Wisconsin. You don't get a break. That's what we say about Texas. Texas had to play in the Big 12. They would play Oklahoma and then maybe 1, maybe 2 other games. The rest of them, they should win. When you're in the Big 10, every single week, almost like the SEC, not saying every game is going to be a tough game, but every game, you're going to feel it. You're going to get punched somewhere in your mouth, in your jaw, somewhere. You're going to get punched. So that's the part that Oregon has to get used to. You know, I understand the big dogs, but them little dogs bite. When a little dog bite, that shit hurt too. You know what I mean? So that's the part. I think the SEC gauntlet and the Big Ten gauntlet is going to be a difference for a couple of these teams. Like last year, who did Oregon play outside of Washington? Outside of Washington,
They played Texas Tech.
Okay. Let's throw Texas Tech in there. Okay. Outside of Texas Tech and Washington, we play.
I was saying Texas Tech was a walkover for Oregon. Should have been, but it was a close
But that's
game.
what I'm saying. So that Texas Tech game is going to look similar to a Wisconsin in December. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying Oregon's going to need time to adjust to their competition
and adjust that type of physicality. Because one thing about you got Purdue, the one thing about the Big Ten, they're gonna be physical. They might not be as gifted as the SEC or as high powered as the Pac-12 was. But one thing, everybody in the Big Ten is physical. They're physical. They're just physical. Even Nebraska. Let's look at Nebraska. Nebraska, they okay, but they're gonna be physical. There's gonna be some physicalness going on there. So that's how I feel. Just like Texas, they don't have to adapt to the SEC. They gotta adapt to the SEC every single week.
Listen, in my video just released today, I talked about that in my Texas concerns.
Yeah, every week. Even let's talk about a mid-tier. Let's talk about me. Give me a mid-tier team. I know Rawhide. You a SEC pro. Give me a mid-tier team that's gonna give Texas like a scare. Anybody.
All of them.
Mississippi State.
Somebody, yeah. Mississippi State would be a type of team that you would be like, damn, that was hard. That was hard. Them. Yeah.
But so I think what you're saying is true. I just think it's still earlier in the season, though, because I just looked at their schedule and at that time, they will have only played Michigan State. that's in the Big Ten. Oregon.
You mean when they play? Okay, when they
So they
play
have
Ohio State?
Idaho. Yeah, so before they play Ohio State, they have Idaho, Boise State, Oregon State, UCLA, Michigan State, and then Ohio State.
God ziggity! What in the?
How did that
Ooh,
happen?
I don't know if Okay, who does Ohio State have playing up until Oregon?
Rawhide, did you like take a vacation? This is your job, sir.
He probably taking a break.
Okay,
so
they
look at
have
this.
Akron. Hell, maybe I need to go to reading school. WMU, I don't even know who that is. Marshall.
William and Mary?
Maybe
Western
Marshall.
Michigan.
Marshall, Michigan State, Iowa, and then Oregon.
They got some easy schedules starting off.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like Ohio State will have played Iowa, but like you said, they're used to kind of the Iowas, Michigan States, whereas Oregon will play Michigan State. That will be the only team they play from the Big Ten, and then they get Ohio State.
My bad, I didn't hear you. I'm just getting back. Something happened with my Wi-Fi. What'd you say?
No, I was just saying. So Oregon will have to play Michigan State and then Ohio State. That's the only Big Ten school. And then Ohio State will have Michigan State, Iowa, and then they'll play Oregon.
Oh, okay. Michigan State, Iowa. All right. They both should be straight.
I think it's going to be a good game. I mean, I don't even know. I wonder what the line, like the odds are. I don't even know.
In Ohio. Is it in the Horseshoe or is it in Oregon?
Looks like it's in Oregon.
Ooh,
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know how to pick that game.
You right. I don't even. Ooh.
And Ohio State hasn't won a big game like this would kind of, in my opinion, talent wise, feels like it's like a Michigan as far as just talent, because I think Oregon has a lot of talent.
A hell of a lot of talent. Of a lot of talent.
I think it's a weird game. It's like one of those games I probably wouldn't even look at. I don't know how you would bet it. I don't know.
I would pick Oregon just because they're playing in Oregon.
Because they're at home.
Yeah, because usually teams traveling west usually. Because I'm trying to think of is it 3 hours?
It's 3 hours behind. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick Oregon.
Yeah.
And this will be Oregon's second home game. So like they'll have Michigan State in Oregon, and then the very next week they have Ohio State in Oregon. So they don't have to do travel or anything like that.
So when they played Washington last year, was that in Washington? Was it at Washington first game? Anybody know if it was at Washington?
I don't remember.
I think it was at Washington. I don't think they lost a home game last year. Yeah, that's a tough place to play. From everything that I look at, that Oregon location is a little tough. Yeah, okay. Somebody said it was at Washington. Cool. What's your thoughts on Georgia, Texas? What's your thought? You got some. Hey, Texas got some games. What's your thoughts on Georgia, Texas?
I think Georgia is supposed to win that game. I would not be shocked though if Texas won.
So you say Texas can mess around and lose to somebody they're not supposed to, and then turn around and beat somebody that they weren't supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that.
I could see Texas beating Georgia and then fucking around and losing to like Oklahoma, or lose like something that you're like, what the hell?
Right. I can see that. I totally can see that.
But like I always said, and I said in my video today that I released, is like, if you want to be back and if you want to be good and if you want to be whatever, then you be solid. Just be solid. But again, I can't call it. I mean, listen, we were 8-4 2 years ago. Last year we were 11-1. And this year I have no fucking clue what we're going to get. So.
I think we were looking at your schedule last night and it had a couple games that you can kind of turn off the burners on. I get a couple games like that, but it's just where they are is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like you want to put them there because they should be there. They recruit well. They do all the things. They look good on paper. They look good in their t-shirts and shorts, like when they put pads on, like they look the part, they're doing everything they're supposed to do. You just don't know. I will say that one thing that I think is going to be a factor this year that I don't think that we're thinking about, because we always talk about it in other situations, is coaching. So Coach Sark has been in the SEC before, and he has gone up against Georgia. He has some things, and 2 years in a row, I think 2 years in a row, he should have beaten Alabama. The whole call in Austin with Alabama in the end zone, not a safety, whatever the hell that was. So my point is like, if we lean on coaching here, I'm not saying he's a better coach than Kirby Smart. I'm saying I think he should have the team ready to go, and it's at home. So
and he got Nick Saban's phone number.
And he has Nick Saban's phone. Exactly. He has Nick Saban. He had a whole tweet about Nick Saban. So that makes him close. And we all know Nick Saban doesn't like Georgia. So you know what? Fuck it. Texas by 7. At home.
At Texas. Okay.
To Texas, I'm not 100% familiar with the receiving core of Texas. Don't they have a real young receiving core, though?
No. They have some 5-star receivers that are freshmen.
That's crazy that he got his phone number, because I wonder why all the failures of coaches, they go to Saban and get their careers reerected, and all of a sudden they become good coaches. I wonder why. Maybe it's the tutelage of Nick Saban. So if the guy's still going to be in the building, don't you think? I would think, but that doesn't matter.
Okay. This hit Twilight Zone at this joint.
Man, I'm catching strays in my gumbo. Slow down.
I think the key is going to be what Texas's secondary looks like this year, if they've improved, and if they can get to Bowers. So, because you can't let him just sit back there and pick and choose.
Beck.
Sorry, yeah, Carson Beck. Sorry.
That's a tough one.
Well, y'all know. Hey, listen, we got the solution, man. Texas coach gonna call Nick Saban, and they'll win. So we ain't gotta stay on.
He doesn't come from under that tree. Technically, Kirby would win because he would have the number.
No. But Kirby has beat him a couple times, so he's more loyal to.
He changed his number.
He blocked.
He blocked.
Yeah, sure did. That's exactly what he did. Yeah. How you know? Yeah, you got it,
JB. In the game, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, you got it, JB. Oh,
Mizzou at Alabama.
I think that's interesting.
It's at Alabama. So I'm from Kansas City, so I've always followed Mizzou, and like just because I don't like them, but I follow them. But Mizzou in Alabama. I think if they played Mizzou would have a pretty decent chance, but I don't think they would win in Alabama. I can't see it.
I don't know what they have that I would consider better than Alabama. Like what is something that you would say like they're going to win? Like if you said they're going to win, like if somebody on here thinks they're going to win, like what do you think? What's the thing? Like how do they win? What are they better?
Luther Burden.
Nick Saban's on the second floor. He's on the second or third floor.
So actually, his office is on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, that's what I said. Second or third floor. There you go. Third floor.
Exactly. Yeah. Clarification.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna win. That's why.
I think Missouri. I don't know. I think Missouri. I think Missouri's pretty tight though, y'all. I think Missouri. I think they're gonna be not sneaky good, but I think they're gonna be a team that you really. You can't overlook them, but you also, it's hard to get up for them. So those teams are scary. You can't get up for them, but you can't overlook them.
So they're good at everything. They just don't have anything.
Yeah,
other than Luther Burden, that's great.
Yeah, you can't attack anything.
So who you got winning the game? Yeah, who you got winning the game?
Man,
Alabama. I got Alabama because it's in Alabama.
If it's in Alabama, I gotta go Alabama. But damn, Missouri. Wait a minute, didn't they play last? Hold on, I think they played last year.
Well, hold on, wait, hold on, bro. You can't do it that way, dude. If they had to play last year, if you picked the game last year, who would you have picked? Missouri, or Alabama?
Alabama.
I would have
Okay, well,
picked that. No, I would have picked Alabama. I just want to know what
okay.
I'm
So what's the
trying to look
difference
at
then?
is
So
I'm trying to
why
see
would it be
exactly.
different right now? Why would your pick be different right now?
He's trying to get
It's
you
the
to
same
say.
thing, bro.
He's trying to get you to.
I mean
he's
the
trying to
same,
get
but
you
the
to say
same thing
something.
that I was saying earlier is that I just
No,
think
but
that
he's still there, bro. He on the third floor, bro. It matters. He on the third floor. So pick Alabama. Alabama beats Missouri. There you go.
what
It's
was the
simple as that.
Missouri game last year?
I ain't even thought. Y'all wouldn't think about it if it was last year. So why are you thinking about it now?
They don't have the exact
None of that
same
matters,
team though.
bro. None of that matters,
Exactly.
bro.
That's not
Same
even the
thing, bro.
context it was used.
I think that also, I don't know. I think we already know what happened last year. So it's like that question is like intellectually dishonest. If you already know what happened, it's hard for you to not know what happened. You know what I mean?
You lost me on intellectually dishonest.
Oh God, girl, what you doing?
My bad.
Oh man, Missouri plays some. Hey, Missouri
let me lean back and mind my business.
They say well off just dropped.
Ohio State, Penn State, fuck.
I don't think that game really matters. I think Ohio State wins that. I don't think that game means that much personally.
They gonna smoke Penn State.
I think for the Big Ten, the biggest game is Michigan, Texas, because if Michigan can win that game, then we talking 4 teams potentially. And then I think the Michigan Penn State game, because I think it's gonna go. I think Oregon and Ohio State are probably gonna be the 2 top dogs. Then I think Michigan and Penn State, they're going to fight it out for that 3rd spot. And it might be a 4th spot if they can win some games out of conference. That's kind of how I look at it.
Who else went to the Big Ten? Yeah, who else went to the Big Ten? It was another team.
USC, UCLA, Washington, and Oregon.
Yeah.
Y'all think Washington going to have that big of a fall off?
Yes.
Yeah, because remember.
Now I do tell you this. Now I'm glad you asked that question. If USC beats LSU and Michigan beats Texas, the SEC got a problem.
Oh.
Now that I'm looking at it like that, if that happens, I don't think it will. If that happens, it's a whole nother conversation.
But now you see why that game matters. It's not really about the game per se. It's just like sometimes at the end of the season, you're looking back and you're going, who lost to who? And that could potentially be one of those games that could take somebody out of something because they lost it.
Yeah, maybe, but I still fall on the sword that I think there are other games that will be more important. I still do. But I get it. I think there's other games that are more important. Like at the end of the season, I don't think we're going to be talking about LSU, USC regarding anything.
Is that if you look at USC's schedule, you could argue. So they have LSU. Let's say they beat LSU, they have Michigan. And then they have Penn State and Notre Dame and Nebraska.
That's their schedule? Oh, Lord.
That's what I'm saying. So their schedule is not very strong. So like, what if USC goes 10-2?
No, if
they beat LSU, right? And then so they win that game. And then let's just say they lose to Michigan. And what if they don't lose again? They're 11-1. What do you do with an 11-1 USC team?
Oh, they in the play. But this is the thing: they can go 10-2 and lose to LSU. If they go 10-2, even with that schedule, that means they would have beaten. If they lose to LSU, that means they would have beaten either. Let me give you the combination of 3: USC, Notre Dame, Penn State, and their hometown rivals UCLA. Even though
USC can't lose to USC.
Yeah.
Say it again.
LSU can't lose to USC.
No, if they lose to USC, they're done. They're cooked. Yeah. I think they're cooked.
They'd have to win out.
But what I'm saying is this might be, I could be wrong in saying this, but this might be the only Big Ten SEC matchup. So if USC beats LSU and there's no other, and then I think Alabama plays Wisconsin.
Oh, Texas and Michigan. Texas and Michigan,
yeah.
Okay, so that's 3. So that's what I'm saying. So I feel like this is a recalibration. Like the way he explained it isn't right, but I think it's a calibration game. And I think that's why it's like the week one importance. It's got big names. It has potential future implications.
No, I get it. I get it. I mean, I get it. I totally understand it. I understand the methodology on how he got to that point. I get it. I get it. I just disagree, but I get it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I totally get it.
I also feel like we don't even have to discuss Michigan and Ohio State. We know why that's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that's that. Okay, let's talk about your boy, the head coach. We've talked about this before. Give me something he can't do next year. Give me something that if this happens, he will lose his job.
Which coach?
No matter what.
Which coach?
Ohio State's coach.
Ohio State.
Ryan Day.
Oh.
If he loses to Michigan and doesn't make the playoffs, he's fired.
I just don't think they're going to fire him.
If he wins the game
at
at a play, even if he loses a game to Michigan and they still make the playoffs and they win a playoff game, they're not gonna fire him.
Yeah,
I say that they don't make the playoffs and he loses the Michigan.
Don't.
Oh, okay.
So you got them losing. You talking about losing 3 games?
Right, he's fired.
Yeah,
Oh, if they lose 3 games, he's fired.
Yeah, he's not fired. He might be fired before the season is up. If he loses to Michigan coming into that last game with already 2 losses, and he's on the bubble, and they lose to Michigan, oh my God, he's fired. Now, okay, now I got a question for y'all.
Sense.
If he comes into the Michigan game with 2 losses, and he beats Michigan, does he keep his job?
Who are the 2 losses?
Yeah.
Let's say he loses to Oregon and he loses to Penn State.
No,
I think
he keeps his job. He keeps his job.
I think he'll keep his job too.
Because of the Michigan.
My thing is, and let's be honest, unless Urban Meyer is going to go back to Ohio State, who are they going to get?
You think they'll flip it to Chip Kelly? You think they'll flip it to Chip?
Hell no.
I just don't think so.
I think his time is up.
I think there's too many black people on that team for Chip Kelly to be the coach.
You who? Wow, that's
oh, the smoke is real. The smoke is real.
I got my sunglasses today.
That is funny. That is funny.
Good Lord.
Okay, so is anybody outside of him, any team on this list, any of the coaches on the hot seat?
Yeah. On all of these teams?
Yeah. What coaches on the hot seat on these teams?
Shit. Prom, SC.
No. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
what did you say, bro?
Who?
Okay, explain yourself, JB. Explain, how is he on the hot seat?
Prom?
JB, are you on camera or no?
No, I'm not on camera. Prom on. If prom, are you talking about the season or this game?
I'm talking about, bro, the definition you use hot seat. The general definition. We know what the Ohio State coach is, why he's on the hot seat. Yeah. You got to explain to me about Prime being on the hot seat.
If Prime don't win,
and if somebody disagrees, let's figure out what could Prime do to get fired. I don't know if he can do anything to get. I think that he can do some stuff to quit, but I don't know if he can do anything to get fired.
If Prime go forward, if Prime have a losing season, he gonna get hit. He on the hot seat. If he gonna have a losing season, he gonna be put on the hot seat.
Okay. So give me how many losses that is, and then we got to figure out what losses will be detrimental to his success.
If they go 5-7, he's on the hot seat.
But I'm not gonna lie, that Stanford loss, even though it was a loss like any other loss, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. Ooh, it didn't. The vibe did not feel right. And I think somebody put in the chat, he said he can lose games, he just can't lose to the teams that he's supposed to beat.
Exactly. If he go 5-7, he will
North
have
Dakota
lost
State and stuff like that.
If he goes 5-7, he will be on the hot seat.
No, not going from 1-11, 4-8, and now 5-7. He's on the hot seat.
There's nothing there. You are definitely gonna take a step back next year. Like you lose so much production that unless there's some miracle happening and somehow they get that production back, which is very unlikely. You can't. You almost expect him not to be as good the third year. That's why I need people to say 6-6 is where they. That's why if you set that goal, think about this. If you set that goal, him winning 8, 9, 10 games, and he mess around and win 5, and then the third year he's supposed to increase by losing all those players, That's gonna be, you know how hard it's gonna be to do.
Yeah, I mean, because now that I'm thinking about it, they're losing the receiving, they're losing all the starting receivers, projected starting receivers. They're losing damn near all
Half the
the O
line.
line.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler Brown's coming back, so he's back. It'll be Brown and Seaton.
Can I say something though? I don't think if that okay. Let's just live in a world. Let's just say they go 5-7. I don't know if he will be on the hot seat per se, but I think the belief from people coming to see you, I think, is going to be severely impacted because it will prove that what he's doing doesn't work. So I don't like. I don't know. I see hot seat different. Like when I see hot seat, like if you're not successful, you don't get to be in a hot seat. You get to be, you're fired. You see what I'm saying? Like a hot seat is kind of like a Ryan Day. Like depending on who you ask, some people think he might be in the hot seat. Like as of today, I don't think Coach Prime is in the hot seat. No. I think if he's 5-7, he's just fired. There's no hot seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, but listen. When I say fired, I should have said I don't think he will want to do it anymore because I think that it will. The way he's doing it will prove to not work.
Right.
I got you.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Wear and tear. You it mess up the brand. It'll mess up the brand.
Yeah, I feel like the way, like that's all I'm saying. I feel like if he was like going to getting high school kids and building and developing and all that stuff, I think it's a different outlook. That's why I'm concerned with how all this stuff is going, is because it's like it's a puncher's chance. Your one hit is based off the transfer portal.
Right.
You don't have any other hits. You haven't built them. There's no other. You see what I'm saying? Right. Every punch is a knockout punch. You're not building. And you can say, well, yeah, he's getting guys out of the transporter that have 2 years and have 3 years, but he didn't go get those guys and then develop those guys up. Their development came from somewhere else. And he's going to have 6-7 months to develop him. And then you're going to, again, that's your knockout punch.
The other problem with doing that,
4 weeks. They'll have 4 weeks.
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying workout program and all that. Go ahead, JB.
I was saying the other problem with doing it this way, like when you talk about development and you have like that puncher's chance is, man, puncher's chance don't win most of the time. Oh no, the puncher's chance it's not a common occurrence that puncher's chance work.
Exactly.
It's a gamble. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a gamble. Nah, but no,
and what do you do? Right. Do you go back to? We know how does he go back to the drawing board and say, okay, I was just kidding. We're not doing transfer portal anymore. Okay, fine. I'll do home visits. We're gonna start.
But see, that'll be so foul. That would be.
That's what I'm saying. What do you do?
You can't. He can't talk about I'm not doing home visits, and he created the narrative on why he can't do them. Then when he loses, he says I'm gonna start doing them. That's not cool. That means you just didn't want to do them.
Do you think if he changes his approach, that give him another 3 years? Let him finish his contract.
I don't think he'd be like. I don't think he want his sons. I don't think he would want another 3. Go 4-8 and go 5-7 with your sons after you just left Jackson State. Even though it's a different type of football, but you were successful. I don't think he want. And then now you got to find. Okay, at 5-7, who comes to Colorado? What recruit comes to Colorado?
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
And a lot of these coaches, you're gonna. This is the other thing. When you don't develop and you get new coaches every year, that is. I don't see how that can work.
So listen, because at the end of the day, one of the reasons why a lot of these people we're having a hard time saying that they're going to be on the hot seat is because they've built a foundation. Right? Like no matter what you think about any of Florida State, even Clemson, LSU, like they've built a foundation. And can I just say, I think the LSU coach might be on the hot seat if he kind of doesn't have the season they're hoping, but that's a different conversation. But I think a lot of these coaches have built foundations at their universities. Your foundation cannot be the transfer portal. Because who do we blame? You're the only person we can blame because this is the course of action you decided to take.
What is it that women want? Security? You can't give up. But you know, if your girl ain't got no security,
by the way, it's stability. It's not security. It's stability brings security.
Don't, yeah, okay. So, but like, yeah, so if you don't have that in a program, you, at some point, because if you go 5-7, just like last year, you ain't gonna be on TV like you thought you was. All that money gonna dry up at some point if you ain't winning.
Right.
So if you don't have that and you looking for a saving grace and all your production is gone, you can't your hot seat, like you said, he might just be fired.
Right. It's over.
Or damn. I don't know. Do you think he'll quit before he get fired?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over.
So over.
It's just over.
Yeah.
But again,
grand opening, grand closing.
That's it. It's just over. But that's the thing. 6 wins though. None of this. 6 wins is exactly where he needs to be. That's why I keep telling people, like, stop. When you have these high expectations of people and you set them in stone and you're the fan base and you're ready to turn on him if he doesn't meet these stupid expectations, you're setting him up for failure. Mm-hmm. You're letting his time run out because your expectations are too high for him. That's not fair. Mm-hmm. Seven wins should be about the expectations of just being fair and consistent to allow him to develop.
I agree. I think 6 is like I think 6 would be the minimum. Well,
let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6. 6, and they go to a December 15th bowl game, right? So by January 1st, everybody's at home chilling, watching the big games on TV, right? Mm-hmm. 6 wins. So what does that mean? What does 6? I know what it means for the football fan. I know what 6 wins for a person that watches football and understands it. It's like, cool. All right, I got it. I'm looking forward to next year. Mm-hmm. But what does 6 wins mean for the brand of Colorado and Prime? Now that once again, he's losing a lot of players. He got his 6 wins. Does he have to win that bowl game?
Yes.
Does he have to win the bowl game?
It depends on who it's against.
Who plays.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say they play 6 wins. Let's say they play Syracuse.
Yeah, I said that last night.
All right, I'm back, man. My fault, y'all. My fault.
So
let's say they play Syracuse.
But is Shedeur gonna play? If I was Shedeur,
let's say Shedeur wants to play. It's because it's 6 and man. Okay, let's say he's okay. With 6 wins, has he had a great season? Give me if he had a great season to know.
We need a super fan up here for that.
But I was gonna say this is where it gets tricky though, because I think it depends on what those 6 wins look like.
Yeah. Hey, can I explain?
What are we
talking about? What are we talking about?
What
we're talking about is
look like
we're trying to we're just trying to talk about who was on the hot seat. We looked at the teams on the list that you had up. Who's on the hot seat, right? Then we just kind of start talking about different coaches, and JB said something about Prime might be on the hot seat if he goes 4-8. We was like, I don't know about hot seat. He's still gonna be around. Now we kind of talk about what does it look like if he gets the normal trajectory of 6 wins. We all agree he wants to at least get to a bowl game. So now we're at 6 wins. Now, for us as football fans that watch football, no matter who the teams are, we understand 6 wins going to a bowl game is good. But then you got the other fans. Does that mess up the brand if he only gets 6 wins and they was expecting 12 wins? That's what we're talking about. Now we're talking about if he goes to the bowl game, what does Shedeur play if they're 6-6 and they're playing somebody like Syracuse in the Wachovia Bowl or something like that?
Well, hold on. If they go 6-6, hold on. I will say this: if they go 6-6, Shedeur probably not gonna be the first quarterback picked.
Yeah, I agree to that.
That was gonna be hard anyway, but yeah, I totally agree.
He's gonna be in 2nd, 3rd round.
I don't know about that.
I don't think he's gonna drop that.
He can't. Well, you gotta think like so. 1st round, you get with 3. You're gonna get 3-4 quarterbacks. We already know who they are, so that automatically drops into.
But Caleb just went 7 games and went first. So
but he won a Heisman. He threw for 5,000 yards like that.
But Shedeur legendary, nigga.
But y'all, that's not how it goes, you guys, though. Like they don't base your draft stock based off of once you're done with college football, you move on to the NFL. It's like a transition, and now they're focused on you. They're gonna look at his measurables, how fast he is, how accurate he is, how does he throw the ball, how does he I think that there's this assumption that like if you have a bad whatever, like that's not how it goes. That's a business up there. They're evaluating.
But then when you go, but I agree. I'm just saying, but if he doesn't, I think so. What's the question with Shedeur at this point? Leadership and ball strength, accuracy's on point,
and
stuff like processing. So he could still have the same amount of yards he has last year, and they go 6-6. And I could see a scenario where his draft stock will drop.
I just don't.
I don't
see it happening.
But the other thing that I got
winning the Heisman and being prime son, nigga, which one would you rather have, JB?
The Heisman.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas tripping, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
whoa. What? You rather have a player that's prime son versus the Heisman? Are you trolling me?
I mean, yeah, nigga. Think about it, nigga. Think about hold on. Think about it.
He's strolling. He ain't just trolling. He's strolling.
No, I'm saying, think about it, bro. Think about all the quarterbacks that won the Heisman in the league. Niggas don't really do that good.
Okay. Fair.
Don't lean into that, JB. Come on, bro.
Listen. I see what you saying, but like let's
what about all the exposure? Who get more exposure?
What's he gonna be if he gonna get exposure? He gonna get exposure and get smacked.
What about
what if he don't play?
What about well off media, nigga?
Bucky? You talking about Bucky?
Yeah, nigga.
What y'all they saying?
They can't do. Come on, bro. Like that's why niggas come to school. Like why the fuck would I go play for Lincoln Riley? He got 3 Heisman quarterbacks when I can play in Colorado and get exposure.
There he goes strolling again. He's strolling.
He's strolling. I'm just saying. Oh yeah.
I should have known when you were on bullshit when you didn't come on the camera.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Nah.
Listen, man. Hey, Law, quit giving them dudes something to talk about, bro.
All right.
Man.
But so let's get back to it. What does 6-6 look like for the brand? What is 6-6 for the brand?
It's good. I think that's good.
No. I mean, for football fans, yes, but I'm talking about for the brand, bro. That's something totally different.
If you go 6-6 and you lose, I think the bowl game will have a lot to do.
They lose to Syracuse in the bowl game, the Wachovia Bowl.
That's gonna hurt recruiting a little bit. I think 1 or 2 players might.
What? Come on, bro.
I don't think so. I think 6-6, you put that marketing machine on. You talk about how many games you won. Right. You talk about how hard it was to win them. You talk about that means how much you've improved. You talked about how much that means you've improved your coaching. You talk about you hype it up.
All right, and then
I agree.
Right. Because Peggy said,
what are we talking about recruiting? Are you talking about recruiting? Are you talking about them 5 stars, which they want? Or are you talking about Charlie Offerdahl?
Not a 5 star.
We talking about
okay, but if you're talking about Charlie Offerdahl, I agree with you. That's not going to change recruiting.
I also say, with the people that are leaving, I don't think getting 3 stars and 4 stars are terrible.
No, I think that's a good.
For the brand,
that's the most.
But okay, for whose expectations? I think for people like me that are watching and I'm supporting, I wouldn't mind if they got 3 and 4 stars. I don't hang my hat on getting 5 stars. I could give 2 shits. Texas gets them all the time, and I'm still like, they need to prove it.
Well, I agree with you, but this is
you a little disingenuous with that one.
Yeah, how about
no, I'm being dead ass. I haven't said one thing about a 5-star recruit. Period.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously, because you have a team and you understand the game and you've been around for years.
I'm talking about when I'm talking about CU, though. I'm never like, and then we have Seton, and then we have, because the thing is, I think it's great to get 5 stars, but can we all agree that Seton is going to struggle as a 5-star?
That's my point, because you had a team before and you watched the progression of the up and down nature of the college game with having all the resources. So you can understand it could be boom or bust quality no matter the start, right or wrong.
Yeah.
So if you understand that and you're a CU fan, of course you're not going to have that dialect, obviously.
Stop talking to me like that.
Hang on, but wait,
You know what, Law? Do we need to have a discussion? Why are you talking to me like that?
You going to the principal's office?
It's crazy.
No, what I'm saying.
Dang,
But see, the deal is, I thought really Flaw was giving her perspective as being a Texas fan, that she don't really get up for 5 stars, right? She don't really hang her hat on, right?
No, I'm giving my perspective in my Colorado lens. Because that's what Alpha asked. It's like based on a Colorado fan, what would that mean for the brand? What would that mean? That's why I said for me, what it would mean is nothing. Like 6 and 6, right? You know,
I thought you were saying that you didn't really care nothing about no 5 stars, referring to your Texas team, and I was just that's why I said you.
That's why I made the point I made.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was answering Alpha's question. You see, listening and comprehension is very important, guys.
I agree with you on that. Really, listening and comprehension.
I got a question about that.
It also affects reading ability.
Listen, I can tell y'all this: a lot of people don't pay attention.
So what if they go to a bowl game and lose to a team like Liberty? Like lose to a G5 team.
It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. It doesn't matter.
I don't know for Colorado it might though.
Yeah.
But why would it matter? Okay, hold on. Alpha, why
they the 4-8 national champs. I mean 6 and 6. Nigga, that's like
this is why because
back to back.
Oh my god, bro.
Okay. If Shador doesn't play and they lose the game, I agree with you. It probably doesn't matter because they can always spin it and say Shador and Travis none of our seniors that were draft eligible played. I got you.
That's it.
Now, if they play and they 6 and 6 and they've lost to the North Dakota States of the world or the Texas Techs of the world, and then they go and lose to a Liberty, as a recruit, and you trying to get you say you don't care about 5 stars. And I agree with you. Right now, I've seen more videos on walk-ons for Colorado than I've seen on 5 stars for some other schools. Meaning the walk-on is a dog. I've seen a lot of that. And I'm like, I've never seen that. I've never seen that in my life. But
see, y'all
shots fired.
No, time out. No. That's not a shot. That's a straight up arrow. That's the fact. Like I remember when Amari Ward committed to Colorado, and they went crazy. Amari Ward, they went ham when he said he was coming to Colorado. We got us an O-lineman. We got us one, and there was videos. There's still videos up to this day about Amari Ward being he's the answer to the O-line issue. Come to fact, he was catfishing them. He was not even supposed to be coming. But I digress.
Raheem, bro. Raheem, go and throw some shit out there, Raheem.
Yeah,
you been up there, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Yo, what's going on?
What's up, bro?
What up?
Hey, I got a different take on the 5-star thing. I actually disagree. I think they need it.
Okay.
I think for it be a rebuilding program, you need that kind of validation and social proof to get people interested.
Told you.
Yeah.
I told you. Really? I told you.
I don't give a fuck because Raheem says it. Everybody believes it.
No,
I'm saying that's the view.
So
I said the brand.
You.
But no. What I'm saying is Raheem said it. He didn't say it to win games. He said it for the brand. That's what I was saying about 5 stars.
I'm just giving y'all.
So has anybody thought about this? Because I thought about this like a couple months ago. Is when you have a coach whose brand who's possibly bigger than the school, you run into this kind of issue.
No, because Nick Saban, a lot of coaches are bigger than the school.
Name one.
But I think Nick Saban.
Joe Paterno.
Who?
But Joe Paterno is Joe Paterno because of Penn State.
Right.
What school he coached?
He did.
Joe Paterno's not alive no more.
But he coached Penn State.
Yeah, he was a big.
I think those schools created those people though.
Yeah,
whereas Coach Prime wasn't created because of CU.
I ain't even giving a Joe Paterno point.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about like recent coaches that coach.
No, that's fine. Who else? Who else bigger than the program? Who else? What other coach is bigger than the program?
At one point, Bobby Bowden was. I'm going off historically.
Okay.
I'm just going off in general.
No, I ain't knocking it. I ain't knocking it.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
There are a couple of coaches that's been
I'm saying
big.
that for a reason though, because you think of the program, But a lot of them coaches I'm naming, they built that program up to where it is, and then you
But
think
hold on.
about the program with the next person.
No. I think you might be missing it. So
Okay.
Prom's actual marketing cachet in the United States and damn near the world is 10 times bigger than CU alone.
This is
So
true.
he's bigger than he has more pull than the actual program itself. So the program is actually dependent on him versus him depending on the program to build itself. So then what happens is you run into this situation where if the brand's not doing good, just like in businesses, if the brand's not doing good, the whole thing turns into shit.
Yeah, that's called risk adjustment. That's why if he doesn't do good in year 2, he's going to be on the hot seat because it's so much that comes with him. If you're not getting the results, why do you even bother? He's so high maintenance.
Yeah,
so when you
exactly.
say
We're saying the
hot
same
seat,
thing.
though, are you saying hot seat heading into year 3?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
okay.
I think if he has a losing season, some of those privileges might get stripped away going into year 3, but he won't be fired.
Okay.
Is there anything that would make you? I'm not, because I don't think he's going. I think they're going to have I think they should make a bowl game this year. But is there anything? Let's just dip our toe into that. Is there anything Prime can do outside on the field? I'm talking about on the field that will have you guys understand that he probably needs to resign or needs to be fired. Let's say he goes 2-9 or 2-10. I still think he's there.
Nah, hell no.
No.
If he does what he did,
Okay,
if he does what he did,
let's say he had injuries or something, and it just, that's what I'm saying. 2-10. I think he's still there if he wants to be.
Nah, he ain't there.
Every team has him.
The reason he's 2-10 and not
because
there
that's your
is
job
if
to have a
you
backup, whatever you need.
exactly.
That's your job.
Yeah, you supposed to have somebody there to at least get you to what you did last year.
Okay, so what do you think Colorado's record would be if this roster without Travis and Shedeur? Same coaches, same everything. What is Colorado's record against the Big 12 without
they last in the Big 12. I ain't about to even. They might be better than you. They might be better than Houston.
You're talking 3-9.
Y'all
Yeah,
niggas, this is a full hate campaign right here, bro. What y'all doing? Straight up.
I don't even understand how we even
these scenarios is crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the reason he's asking is because Shedeur got hurt. Travis hasn't played the whole season. So if these scenarios do happen next year, is their depth competitive enough that they can compete with the teams that they play? Like that
because you guys just told me he's supposed to still win games.
Say that again.
I'm confused.
Say that again.
No, what I'm saying is he said that even if people get injured, because everybody has injuries, you're still supposed to win games. So I was just trying to figure out. We're talking about hot seat and being fired. I'm like, I don't really see him being in any scenario him being fired, even if they went 2-10, 3-9, because injuries do happen. But they're saying even if injuries happen, they should still win 5 to 6 games without Travis and Shedeur.
You see the offseason program they're going through? Ain't nobody gonna get injured, bro. they training like Marines, bro.
Except for everybody that keeps getting injured.
Come on, bro.
Right.
I mean, they didn't have. Yeah. No, I'm not.
Rawhide, you got a cash app. You got a super chat, Rawhide.
And you got to read it too, man.
Rawhide's busy. He's clearly busy living his best
busy.
life.
He's busy. It's all.
He's trying to make it. He making himself. He putting the gems in his crown. Is that what he's trying to do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, Lyer, we did see we seen the article, boss. You called it months ago, bro. You and Raheem, y'all both had.
What happened? What happened? Talk to me. Help me out.
The article straight said it was gonna drop about Dawson. Sports Illustrated, they did it. They dropped it.
Oh yeah. Oh, it came out.
Oh, I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it came out.
Yeah. So did it come out because that's after he signed with his team? Because he found a team.
He found a team. Yeah, probably.
I get that's a smooth play. Wait till I get on the team and then you can drop it.
Yeah.
He went to
Yeah.
Jackson State though.
Stretch said Sports Illustrated on a nigga trail right now.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. I ain't gonna even front. He did say
Here we
that.
go.
Oh, Clifton and Switches, here you go. The dick pull again, bro. You dick pulling last night. Don't start today, bro. Please, bro. God damn, bro.
What we talking about?
Clifton Switches, like, that's all you here for. Like, it's the dick pull. Like, come on, bro. It's Friday, bro. At least Monday through Wednesday, bro. At least, come on, bro. Like,
I never saw this dude. I never saw that dude before.
Damn.
Hey, Rawhide, you got a super chat.
Rawhide, did you check your email?
Oh, he's
Rawhide said, "Fuck all of you."
No. Listen, hey, straight up. Hey, hold on. Wait. Give me one second, bro.
He would come on here with a crown. You get a fucking Burger King
Some
crown
jewels
in his
on his hat.
He put the Christmas ornaments on his Burger King crown and shit.
With a Nick Saban t-shirt on. What's up?
My fault. Yeah, my fault. I apologize, bro. He said, "Hey, what's popping at Rawhide? I'd like to hear it." No, I ain't reading it right. What's popping at Rawhide Media for you? I'll like to hear your thoughts.
God damn.
Man, you sound like never mind.
Oh,
sound it out, nigga.
Slap his neck.
Well off media. All right. Hey, anyway, what's popping at Rawhide Media? I'd like to hear your thoughts on the O-line and the D-line video on well off media, bro.
Are they still in shorts and t-shirts?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro.
Well, okay, I said then because I watched it. I went and watched it.
Please tell me.
Listen, nigga, the Deion Hayes nigga, he looked like he looked like one of the guys. Him and BJ Green. I'm gonna start out positive because you know how you goddamn super fans get. So let's give you the positive first. Deion Hayes, he looked like all world. The nigga got him and BJ Green. They got moves, nigga. You hear me?
Yeah.
But Benson,
they was giving it to him.
This shit. I gotta go watch this shit.
Yeah, Benson, he look a little slow-footed as usual, but I feel like he's gonna be okay. I mean, that's one of your better guys, so he's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be above average, I would say, in my eyes. You know what I'm saying a lot of quarterback pressures, maybe no sacks. That's what he did last year, right? Okay, boom. I didn't see the all 5-star seating, of course, so I can't say anything about him. Hank looked this solid. Rock looked solid. Mayers, now I think he's questionable. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know about. I don't like his game. I don't think he plays as physical as I would like to see him play, and I feel like he's too like grabby with his hands instead of more pushing. You know what I'm saying? He's not
Punch. No punch.
Yeah, he don't really got a punch. It's more like a body, like, you know what I'm saying? He absorbs the blow. He doesn't deliver it. So I don't like that for his game. Who else was out there? The nigga, Big Zach. I like him better at tackle. I like him better at guard than tackle. Feel like he's just more of a guard type player. The nigga from Michigan State, he looks like Hibachi.
Hold on, hey, Law, is the Deion Hayes dude the kind of medium skinned dude with the fade?
Yeah, with the beard.
Yeah, okay.
He's like 50 is like that on the team.
BJ Green got the big ass head.
You said hibachi?
Yeah, that nigga cook food, bro.
There's somebody else. It's a couple hibachis on this month, man.
Hey,
but he's the backup. He's the backup left tackle, from what I'm hearing.
Let me get this super off real quick, y'all. Let me get this super off real quick. Hey, before I do, hey, Alpha Law, did y'all get my message, bro?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Anyway, so Bishop Frank, Dr. Newkirk with the 333 said barbershop family menu, smoked brisket and Wagyu steak. Y'all know I ain't never had Wagyu steak before.
You're missing out.
You're missing out.
That's fire.
I had a Wagyu steak, Wagyu burger.
I have people that don't like it.
Yeah,
that's decent.
I heard some people don't like it.
It's more fat.
Have you eaten the A5 one?
Yeah, that's real fatty.
Yeah.
That's the best one.
Yeah, young nigga have never had
How
a
do you
Kobe
eat
steak,
your steak?
Filet mignon?
This man said a Kobe steak.
Who's the light skinned dude?
That's
Yeah.
dude from Michigan
I
State.
haven't had all those elite
Man,
experiences.
So
is he
who
white or light
sucks? Law,
skin?
who were you saying
Light
isn't
skin.
very good? What was his name?
I don't like Mayer's game. I don't like it.
Justin. Is that Justin Mayers?
Yeah,
Yep.
just Mayers. I don't like. I think he's too grabby.
Oh,
As a
no.
guard, you gotta be able to steal, man. You gotta deliver the initial blow, because it's not like a on the tackle. You could kind of you dancing out there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you play in the guard and inside, it's immediate contact off the dribble. There's no ducking it. So I feel like if you're
Hey,
not gonna establish the punch, because he had the same problems in the spring when Loho was kind of talking to him, and I'm like, come on, Maris, you gotta use your hands, bro. Or they like he gets collapsed a lot. If you watch him, like
yeah,
the
that's what I'm
dude,
watching.
his initial push is like a yard and a half in the backfield. That's not gonna be good.
No, hell no. He gonna get booked.
Actually, if you look at a lot of this, if you look at a lot of these, they
Go back to
that D
spring, though.
that D line
If you
look
don't
good.
believe me, fuck what they do in the t-shirts and shorts. Go back to spring when they had the pads on. You will see the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? Real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They make the D line look legit. Hey, Kareem Harden actually don't look as bad as people be.
He a better tackle than he is a guard, bro. I'm telling you that. I don't like him at guard, but I like him at tackle. That's who need to be your backup left tackle or right tackle.
Well,
if you're gonna swing Benson over there to the left, if he in struggle, then Kadeem Harden need to be the right tackle, because he played well at Oregon State.
So quick question: who would you start as your 5? If you was trying to win games, forget clicks. You're trying to win games. Who's your starting 5 lineman that you like?
I go Seaton, Tyler Johnson, Hank, Rock, Benson.
So you got Mayer out of there.
Seaton, Tyler Johnson.
Okay, so Mayer's out.
Tyler Johnson
You got Tyler Johnson in for Mayer at guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why is Tyler Johnson in the second? Why is he second? Now, what did he do? I haven't been watching.
He got hurt.
I remember he got hurt, but that was like a month ago.
Yeah, but yeah, he played. When I saw he was playing,
Yeah, but hold on now. The nigga got injured, then the clicks and views clicked in. You see who go on vacation, nigga. So Shador say these the 2 niggas, them the 2 niggas.
Who are those 2?
Mayers and Benson. They main characters.
And Brown.
You know how this shit goes.
Because they jumped off the boat. Is it because they jumped off the boat in the water?
What are we even talking about? This must be on videos.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The niggas went
Yeah,
to Miami.
I haven't seen any of them.
Hey, is
But
this
yeah,
Seaton
I mean,
playing guard? Who is this nigga?
Who?
He's talking about.
Did you see the Villanova guy? How did the Villanova guy look?
Man,
he ain't
no here.
So who's the center?
The white boy.
I seen Yakari and I seen the white boy.
Who?
So wait a minute, the dude from Connecticut, how many years he got left?
Who?
3.
He got 1.
Nah, Connecticut dude.
Yeah.
No, he got a couple.
Yeah, he got a couple years.
Young. Okay.
Yeah, he young.
I
I don't think he a senior.
I thought he was.
I feel bad for him to come this way, and he about to get put dumped.
I mean, he went to UConn though. I mean, that nigga.
But he played. He ain't gonna play down here from what
How
I'm
many
hearing.
sacks did Shador have on him last year?
For that football.
56.
50 something.
Like 50, like 56, 52. I know it was him and Alabama and Shador had around the same amount of sacks.
Lord have mercy.
Hey Raheem, bro,
It was 56 in 10 games.
Get in, bro. Get in where you fit in, bro. Don't just sit back and wait, bro. You're gonna have to get in.
No, it was, yeah. He only missed 1 game.
Yeah,
He only missed 2 games.
So
No, he didn't.
Based
Washington State was out in the first quarter though.
No, it was halftime.
So
was
does this mean
halftime he
the
went out?
defensive line
Yeah.
is looking good on camera?
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, so like
y'all ran Raheem off.
I've seen this story before.
No,
I think he
his
said he
phone
was
messed
having
up.
issues, Raw.
I think his phone messed up.
Yeah.
Then drop the link for stretch, bro. And bring
What's
the real
that?
stretch, nigga. Don't bring that
Yeah,
other
yeah. I
nigga.
don't want. Hey,
He bringing the real stretch. I already
Ladders,
seen his comment.
Yeah, I don't want that stress that they mind. You know what I'm saying? They make
So
mind up, bro.
have y'all seen the
Yeah.
running backs in their shorts and t-shirts?
Oh, that shit.
I ain't seen it, man.
I ain't seen
I
it.
can't.
This
I can't hardly
I ain't
watch
watching with love.
I can't hardly watch it. I can't watch it.
Right. Okay, can I be honest? I really don't watch the shit. I kind of watch the shit based upon when the fans get to screaming certain shit. Like, but as far as right now, it really done a tight because it's just off season conditioning. Like everybody's gonna have a Marine come in or Army. They're gonna do divisive schemes and plans to try to make you quit and run stadium. Like everybody's gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just in tune to the shit like that unless I see, hey, y'all gotta go check this shit out. You know what I'm saying? But I really watched it today. I didn't watch the one from yesterday.
Yeah, I
Bro, you gotta keep
only
watching, bro.
watch
You
it
gotta
when
keep
it's like
watching to put me on. If you don't
I
watch it,
know, and
I don't know what
that's one of the things too. I gotta keep the gang, you know what I'm saying, laced up. But
yeah,
other than that, I don't really
I be
watch that
leaning
shit
on
like
you.
that.
So you
Yeah,
say
all right.
BJ Green and and the guy Hayes look really good.
Yeah,
So who are your edges?
Hayes.
Yeah, BJ Green stud.
Hey, I have a quick question. Did y'all see Texas on the field running around in the trash cans with their shorts and t-shirts? Y'all think they look pretty fast in that
Fuck
video?
no.
Did y'all see it?
Why would we watch
I
them?
seen that video.
Because that's how fucking dumb this conversation sounds. Like, oh yeah, I saw him. He was running around in his shorts and his t-shirt. Like, you guys, come on. This is
Nah, this shit
But we're
matters.
analyzing
We're giving the people what they want.
Exactly.
Yeah, but all
Go
it is you analyze. All it is that you're analyzing the well off and the reach the people videos. So that's all it is. Just an
I want to see
analyzation.
what Kansas State looks like when they're running around in their shorts and t-shirts.
They gonna look like Kansas State.
I see Nebraska running around. I see Nebraska running around in their shorts and t-shirts.
No, I've been watching Nebraska. I watched them niggas run around.
They look
But
good. They look
Texas,
fast.
fuck no.
They look. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of a team when you play AAU basketball. That's fundamental. And you go play them, and you're like, oh shit, they ain't more athletic than us, but they very sound and everything.
Yeah, they look fundamental. Then they come out and they throw a lob on the first play and surprise.
Well, this I'm gonna tell you something. The shorts and t-shirt look is the measurable test, and CU don't pass the measurable test. If you look at Texas, and you look at those specimens, and no homo, no diddy. When you look at these guys, man, you see their muscles popping out. When you look at Colorado team, you don't see that many guys on the team muscles popping out. You look at Alabama team, they muscles popping out. You look at Georgia team.
You can't look at people's physique, bro.
What are you talking about?
Bro,
Well, I can talk about their physique, and I agree with Stretch.
Man, listen, logic is logic.
Logic
is logic. Hey,
size matters.
hey, listen, man. Logic is logic. Logic is logic. If you want to be you see what happened to Washington when they got in the big time game against Michigan. What happened with them big old bodies when Michigan went up against Washington?
Talk to them, Stretch.
The hell y'all talking about, man?
There you go.
A nigga ain't looking at no. A nigga ain't looking at no motherfucking. Hell no, no homo shit.
Yeah, nigga ain't looking at no hamburger and cheese, nigga.
I am looking at that. I am.
What are you talking about, man?
Nah, man, you know when OTAs come for the damn NFL, every bitch be have on shorts and shirts, man. You know how that shit be looking when you watch ESPN, a bitch be flying around the field, man. Come on, man. Y'all know that, man.
So I ain't gonna lie. So in high school, college, like when you do 7-on-7, man, there be some teams that be killing people in 7-on-7. But when that season start,
nah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never
seen. So what's the point? So is the point that
Colorado
does not look good?
No, the point is
the only thing I was saying was this is what I was saying. You know, we don't have that much to go on right now. We're in a dead period. All we're gonna get right now is the first 2 or 3 weeks of if you ain't never played football before, you don't know what's going on. So right now it's just conditioning. Strength and conditioning got the team for the first month of the summer camp, and then next month, then the coach is gonna come in with player led. They're gonna be there, but they're gonna be player led practices, and then that's when you're gonna report. So right now we just going all we got is well off, and we appreciate well off because it keeps us talking amongst each other. Cause who wants to talk about Texas? No shade on really flawed.
We don't give a fuck about them.
No, nobody cares about
exactly.
No, nobody wants. You only want to talk about them to get at me. So you might not want to talk about them, but you do to get at me.
Damn, oh shit! Oh, it messed me up. Jack boy, there you go, bro.
Bro, here this nigga go, man.
Hi, Jack boy.
What's up, Ricky?
Yeah, now, nigga.
How
I
are
said,
you
what I
today?
do that? Nobody cares about that.
Oh my God.
Matrix.
Hold on, Polly,
Matrix.
fix your phone, Polly, fix your phone.
Polly trying to talk shit and can't even get it off because this
Yeah,
shit
come
is
on,
raggedy.
Talking on a walkie-talkie.
Got that
Am
message.
I good now?
Wait, you're
Come back
talking.
Oh
out.
my God. Yeah,
Drop
yeah.
off.
Hey,
Come back out.
go out, come
RTD2.
back in. Go out, come back
Like a
in,
nigga
Polly.
on the God damn.
Yeah.
My ear hurt.
He got that
Nigga just woke
BlackBerry.
up.
He up talking through a BlackBerry.
Jay, but
Hey,
wait,
yeah,
hold on, Jay.
but I like the
Chris,
way
hold on,
Travis
wait,
is
See,
wait,
looking
Robert,
wait,
though.
Chris.
bullshit,
All
bro.
bullshit
You
aside,
woke up.
Travis
Hey,
still
Chris.
looking a little bit better.
Hey, Chris, do not let don't let Jack boy
She
off the hook.
she
Don't let him
straight
off the
raw
hook.
on that bullshit
Don't be
because
trying to
last
save it.
night,
Don't
bro.
say, hey, Paul, she
God
said, hey,
damn,
Jack
What are you
boy.
talking about?
nigga can't
What
even
talking about, man?
nigga can't even breathe, nigga, on my dick. Like, damn, why you my dick? Like,
What the
God
hell?
damn.
What are you talking about?
Hey, you can't even just come in this bitch, chill. Raw trying to hop on the nigga, man. Get, what you talking about, bro? Get him. Like, God damn, Raw.
I
Damn.
was just saying, I was giving you that opportunity. You talk with such confidence before. I was just saying it's an opportunity to say hi.
Like, God damn,
But
Raw.
you talking to me? Why you
I can't
talking
even
to
say
me?
hey. This
Can
nigga
you
Raw.
guys hear me? Is
He
my
ready.
mic
Yeah, you
okay?
loud and clear.
Okay, Polly, we got you, Polly.
Not the chat trying to encourage him.
It's all good. It's all
Like,
good.
Raw trying to throw my ass to the motherfucking hyenas. Nigga, like,
Nah,
God
nigga.
damn, chill.
He ain't trying to throw you to the hyena, nigga.
I
You
hope
trying
Hey,
I
to
hope you're not saying I'm a
you
hyena.
trying to
No,
make you
I'm
one,
not
nigga.
saying that now.
You don't
Raw,
want to be a fucking hyena.
You trying to
Absolutely
make
not.
you one,
Oh,
Rob. I mean, Jack boy, we
Rawhide,
ain't trying to throw you on. We trying to make you one, nigga. Trying to create you one.
oh my God, bro. Oh
But go
shit,
ahead,
bro. You
Pilot.
got
It's on you,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, you
Rawhide.
good, Polly.
Whenever,
You
whenever
go.
I'm not on your show, you know what I do?
What's that?
I research these other teams in the Big 12, man.
Okay.
And
Hold
looking
on,
at our
Pilot.
schedule,
You go to them other nigga shows too. Don't do that.
yeah, I do that.
That's his
Okay.
research, Law.
Okay.
but I also research the teams in the Big 12, and I go on their shows and listen to what their people have to say.
There you go.
I believe we're gonna beat Kansas State, man.
Man, that means you ain't been on the damn.
Yeah, you been flip flopping then, nigga. Come on. First,
Wait, how
first
have I
they was
been
gonna
flip flopping?
win, then they was gonna lose. Now you back to the winning.
Yeah, yeah, because I was based on what I heard, what I've been
Essentially,
listening
nigga.
to. Yeah, I believe we're gonna be. I think the scariest team, because a lot of teams been upgraded. I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of teams been bringing in more players since the
Uh-huh.
last time we had a conversation.
I've
Um,
been saying that, Pilot.
and I think the scariest team on our schedule, the two scariest teams, is UCF and Utah,
That's not the
based on
scary.
what they've been
Bro.
bringing in.
That's not
You
the
Every
scary.
week, Paulie be
man,
changing his teams.
Yeah, probably got some new shit every
No,
week.
I've always said UCF was a 50-50 game. I've
But
always
Utah,
said that.
Right?
why do you
Utah,
think UCF? Okay, why do you think UCF
Wait. I have
and
a
not
question.
K
Who do you
State?
think they're going to blow out? Who do you think C is going to blow out?
The first game.
Okay, because remember last week,
DC
I
being
think
under.
2 weeks ago, it was Kansas, right? That
Right.
was the team.
Yeah,
You
I
did
have
some
I have
research.
them
Nah,
You
beating.
man,
did
they
some
I
ain't
have them
Is
gonna
research
that
blow
on
one
out.
still?
Kansas.
Is
Damn.
that one
They
still
ain't blowing out
happening? Or
Kansas.
Yeah,
They
okay,
ain't gonna
I'm not
blow.
afraid of
okay.
Kansas. I just said the two scariest
No.
teams.
But blow them out. You came up here and
Yeah, we're still gonna blow out Kansas.
okay.
We're-
Okay.
Nah,
I
they
don't
ain't
change
gonna
my
blow
statement
out
on
I
that.
just
Kansas,
wanted to make sure
man.
that I couldn't trust your
Hey,
takes. I just wanted to make sure you were still on that bullshit.
Wait a minute.
what is
Wait a
your
minute. Wait
method
a
for
minute.
research then? Because this is
First
That
thing
man
they
said they
came up
gonna
here and
I
blow
said they
just
were
out
gonna
I
blow
just
Kansas.
told
Kansas.
you.
Hey, do you know how many teams Colorado got to play that got quarterback? They got 3 teams they got to play that got quarterbacks in the top 10 this year.
What?
I can answer. I
No,
can answer on behalf of Polly, but they don't have Shador and Travis. Did I do it right?
Oh my god.
you said
Kansas
what?
arguably got a Shador and Travis.
Yeah,
No,
You
but they
said
Kansas
don't have
definitely do.
Shador and Travis.
Like
Oh,
they
That was
got
the
them a
argument.
Will. They got them a Will
that's
Shipley
never. Oh,
and
really?
fuck.
I understand, really, Floyd. You trying to be funny right now, but that's never been my argument.
Right. Your argument was worse. I was trying to help you. That's actually the best
Okay,
argument you got.
okay,
Because
we
the
can
other
argue
one ain't
it,
shit.
right? Okay, so looking at Kansas, what makes you think Kansas is going to beat us?
I ain't gonna lie. I bet
Jalen.
that
All right,
money.
listen, Jalen. Hold
No,
on,
no,
Jalen. Hold on.
let's make this argument now. Let's make
I'm
this
gonna make the
argument.
argument. Okay, I'm
Jalen
gonna
It's
make
Hurts.
the
Looking at
straight,
argument.
Kansas
baby. This
team,
a one-on-one.
I'm trying to
looking
bet
at
the
Kansas
money.
team.
Oh no, you mean Kansas State, don't you, Paula? You said
No,
Kansas.
because she said we
No, he's
can't.
talking
You
about
and I
No,
gonna
you
blow
Kansas.
out
got you got a,
Kansas.
you
Because
got a
remember
top team in Kansas.
Man,
Both
clear
of them
out,
2 weeks
two
brother.
top
Clear
ago.
teams.
out.
Man, let me bet that money, bro.
No, I'm just telling people where we've been so we know where Polly is going. So remember 2 weeks ago, he came in with his research, and his research was because at the time, what happened 2 weeks ago is that report came out about who the best receivers were and things. So that prompted him to start talking about Colorado in a way. And then remember that list came out about Kansas wide receivers, and we pulled it up, and he was like, that doesn't matter. They're still going to blow them out. Y'all remember this conversation?
Because I said that. I said 2 of their receivers is on the top 10.
Right. So that's where this started. So now he's saying he's now come back after he's done more research. So now I think the new teams are whatever else he's saying now. So I was just trying to make sure that he was still on the same bullshit so that I could go on mute and edit my videos. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so last time I came on here, I said there was 2 teams I know for sure that was going to beat us. That was Kansas State, and then I also had I think I had Utah, Kansas State and Utah were the 2 teams I was like, I know for sure are going to beat us. And then I said there's also another 2 teams where it's 50-50 in the air, which is UCF and Oklahoma State. That was the statement I made. So I said I see us going 8-4, but at the highest I see us going 10-2. But now, after doing more research on Kansas State, I see us beating Kansas State. I don't see us losing to Kansas State. So now my record just went up to 11-1. That's the highest that we can get to.
Can we have a one-on-one with the Kansas State argument?
I want Kansas.
Come on. Can we have a one-on-one with the Kansas State argument, Polly?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
So,
can I have a
Kansas
question?
State. Okay.
Law. While they're doing this, can we have a sign where we can be like, shut this up, move on?
Oh,
can you invent that, Rawhide? Like a something where we can be like,
I got one for me. It's called Shannon Sharp. So
what? Man, you just hating on
we need a moment where we can say like this.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Y'all have this debate. Go ahead.
It's quick. It's gonna be 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
It won't be. You're talking to Polly.
No, I'm gonna just ask him a question and leave it and let him kind of roll with it. With Kansas State, okay, do you agree? Do you agree that a great advantage for a team would be playing somebody after a bye week? Would you agree to that?
That's one of that's a
okay. Freeze. Just go yes or no. Would you also agree? Would you also agree a great advantage would be to be able to watch a film of a team play against a team you're about to play that runs almost the exact same stuff, so you know exactly what the defense is going to do against you? Would you say that's an advantage?
Yeah, that's an advantage.
Okay, so the reason why I say that is because North Dakota State's old coach that won the championships is now the coach of Kansas State. Kansas State runs the same stuff as North Dakota State, but at a much higher level with much better talent. So we got 2 points here. Kansas State is going to play them after a bye week, and they're going to play them after they play the team that runs the same stuff. So when they come into that game, they got 2 weeks to prepare, and they damn near know exactly what Colorado's going to do.
Okay, when does Kansas State play Colorado?
Week 6, I believe.
And when does North Dakota State play Colorado?
Week 1.
So how many weeks between that time span?
Do your math. You know the number. What do you mean?
No,
you're telling me. Wait a minute. Hold on.
You're saying, whoa. You're saying they just.
Are you saying? Wait a minute. Time out. Are you saying when you play in week 6 of a football season, you don't look at the week 1 or week 2 film?
No, I'm. That's not what I'm saying. Because you were making it seem like they're playing back to back. That's why I asked you that question.
No, they're not. I didn't say that. They're not playing back to back. What I'm saying is North Dakota State runs similar offense, a very similar offense as Kansas State, but not as good as Kansas State. What I'm saying is we can see what Colorado's going to do defensively to some degree, and plan for that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's fine. They can plan for that, but we can also plan for their offensive scheme and their defensive scheme because we don't play them until week 6.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. What the defense doesn't make a lot of variations. The offense does. There's more variations on the offensive side than the defensive side. You understand?
But okay,
right?
But if they both run the same offensive scheme and we're able to blow out, let's say, because I believe we're blowing out North Dakota State. And
well, let's say you don't. We don't know that. We don't know that. I'm just talking about. It could be a win.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
I'm just talking from the standpoint of scouting and understanding what teams like to do, I'm saying, is it an advantage for Kansas State to have the film from North Dakota State to watch?
It can be an advantage, but if we just went through North Dakota State and we stopped their
You keep
offense,
putting that caveat. Stop putting that on there. If you keep,
okay,
what if
can
I said, what if I
Can I
said
talk?
you lost?
You're
But you
saying
can't
it's an
keep
advantage
saying
for
that.
Kansas State. Why is it not an advantage if we just went through? If we go through North Dakota State and we end up defeating them and going and stopping their offense, why wouldn't it be an advantage when we play Kansas State when we just went through
The
something
two
similar?
questions, hold up. The two questions I simply asked you were factual. I didn't put no extra hyperbole on it. I didn't say they're going to beat North Dakota State. I didn't say they're going to lose to North Dakota State. I'm just talking from a standpoint of straight football. All I
And
said was
I already
one.
said yes.
So stop putting that caveat on it. I don't need a cherry on top of the extra. That's okay. So with those two things that we both agree on, as well as Kansas State being better than North Dakota State, as well as Kansas State being one of the better teams in the whole conference, why do you feel like it's a definite for sure that they're going to beat that team?
Okay, so now let's go through why I think we're going to beat this team. Because most of Kansas State team or players are second year players, and most of them didn't. Some of them are second year players, and most of them didn't even play last year. They got a few snaps last year. Now, also within their offensive scheme, they're getting a new offensive coordinator. So the
Okay.
offense that they're going to run is a different offense than what they ran last year, which most
Polly,
of the players have not played in.
Polly, what week are they? You answer you're gonna answer your own question. What week are they playing Colorado in?
Week
Alpha.
6.
So you're at week
Alpha.
6, all of that you're talking about doesn't even matter anymore. It doesn't.
Why? Okay, why wouldn't it matter? Their quarterback.
Because they're not. Hold up. Let me tell you something. As the season progresses, if it was game 1, I'll lean into and I'll say, you know what, you got a point there. We're damn near in the halfway in the middle of the season. All of that stuff has been fixed. The kinks and all that stuff has been fixed.
Hold on,
That's
hold
not
on.
an advantage no more.
Let me follow your logic. You say it's week 6. I'm following your logic. You say it's week 6. By that time, all of their kinks in their offense have been fixed. If it's week 6 and all the kinks in their offense have been fixed, why is it out of the realm that all the kinks in our defense have been fixed?
No, your chinks can be fixed. I didn't say that. I didn't say your defense can't be good. What I said is the offense is going to see exactly what they can do against the defense that you run against North Dakota State. That's all I said. And that's an advantage for the offense. That's all I said. I didn't even say you had a horrible game against North Dakota State. That's not what I said. I'm sticking with the facts. No cherry on top. So what I'm telling you is, if your point is that they have a young team, by week 6, that team's not young anymore.
Is we done?
Okay, 5 minutes. We're good.
Bro,
All right,
that was such a horrible argument.
Okay, so
that was so horrible.
Polly, also,
thank God.
You do realize your argument can be used against CU also. You know that, right?
Yes, I realize that.
So if you were to just go off
on
both
both sides
sides of the ball,
same argument
JB, why?
against
Why,
CU,
JB?
because if people look at CU, they say CU is a young team. CU can't win this amount of games. Why can't we hold Kansas State to the same standard?
you can, but K-State has better players.
In what better players does Kansas State have?
Bro,
have you guys have you looked at their roster?
I looked at returning
What better players do they have?
Bro, I'm gonna be serious with you. The wide receiver, they're two better running backs. The quarterback is serviceable. He's actually decent. Then you got a better line. Yeah, he's actually better tight ends. You got better defensive line, better linebackers. Your defensive backfield might not be as good, but they play a little different style of football, so it might not be that big a deal.
Bro,
they have experience winning. They have coaches that have been there.
Y'all haven't looked at their team.
You guys looked at the team 2 weeks ago when we had this discussion.
Y'all just talking.
Next question. Next question.
It's the same. It's the same thing.
They don't have a single player.
Hold on. Listen. Hold on, Polly. You cutting up. Polly.
Oh my God.
If you think they're gonna beat K-State, how come they ain't blowing out Cincinnati? How come they ain't blowing out? Why don't you just be like, look, at least pick the teams that's worse than them to blow them out. You're gonna pick arguably one of the best teams they play, and then they're gonna beat them, but they're gonna lose their other games. Do terrible. Like, at least have some consistency in the argument.
Wait, what game did I say they were gonna lose? listen to the games I said they was up.
You said. All right, hold on. You said we're gonna blow out Kansas. You know, Kansas could have made it to the Big 12 championship. They lost to K-State by what? What was it? And they beat Oklahoma last year. What they lose to K-State by 3 points or something like that?
It was like 3 or 4
like
points.
something close, 3.
Yeah, so like you telling you gonna blow a team. You talking about we gonna blow a team out who could be better than the team that we gonna man. That's
Kansas
you see what's
is
wrong
not
with
better than Kansas State.
All right, man.
What are you talking about? Kansas is not.
You're right, Polly.
You're right, Polly.
You're right. Yep.
UCF, you if you said we beat UCF and no question, I can understand you saying
I said
that.
UCF is up in the air, 50-50. UCF have hella talent on their team.
You think UCF? I'm not.
JB, just stop.
What are you talking about?
No,
UCF have hella talent on their team. Have you guys paying attention to UCF?
Polly, you good.
I told you, boy, probably a bad
UCF literally has 2
It's your
1,000
fault,
rushing running
Hey,
backs.
so does Cincinnati.
Wide receivers that came from the SEC. What are y'all talking about?
Cincinnati has you know, KU had with 2,500 yards rushing last year. Like half the Big 12 had like 20-something, 2,000 something yards rushing.
Still going.
Alpha, check email. Alpha, check email.
Just don't worry about it. It's all good, Polly. I love the commitment. I love it. We can agree to disagree.
Hey,
I mean, it is what it is. I love the commitment. I love the dedication.
You got to come over here and die, Polly. Don't go to them other niggas.
Somebody says Kansas is better than.
Yeah, and you know what? And then if you're right, come back. Come back. If you're right, come back. Talk, pop it.
Yeah, he right.
Hey, if you're right, come. You gotta come.
Oh, I'm this is Rawhide Media. I'm definitely coming back.
Kansas is better than UCF.
Kansas is not better than UCF. If you think Kansas is better than UCF, you haven't been paying attention to UCF.
We get it.
You gotta
understand.
Pop out, show us. Pop out and show me. No matter what, right? No matter what, right?
Alpha, check email.
Yeah, Ralph finna be gone for another week after this.
Hey, bro, as soon as that timer come up, you already know.
Niggas just goddamn.
I can already see it. He like, yeah, I'm gonna get these niggas about 2 weeks to let
2 weeks. What?
This shit gonna be this shit gonna fester.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to get Alpha to check his email. I'm doing something right now.
I'm gonna let it marinate.
Okay.
Yeah, let it marinate, man. God.
All right. Well, hey, I gotta roll anyway. So I see
what?
What?
He gotta roll. He gotta get out of here.
Oh,
well, I guess
that is not how I interpreted.
Yo, no, whoa.
Where the fuck you going, Nick?
Too much zip on your chip.
Yeah. What?
You gotta go at least about 7 miles.
Yeah, a couple more hours. Yeah, you gotta go.
Hey, man, listen, bro. Since Alpha backed out, hey, man, send me an email, bro. Send me your email. Send me an email, bro. Oh, yeah, put in your text, bro. I need that email, bro. I need that email. Oh, nigga. I'm gonna have to give you the power.
Who are you talking to?
He's talking to Law.
Hell no.
He's talking to Law.
Anyway, y'all go ahead, man. Go ahead. What else y'all saying?
Shit. Go ahead, Polly. You
Yeah. Polly, go ahead.
Who's the other team? Who's the other team?
Okay. What'd you say?
Who's the other team?
Okay, wait, hold on.
What's going on?
Yeah, it's Polly time. Never mind. Yeah, Polly, you keep going, brother. Yeah, I just thought about it. Yep.
He muted.
I said my piece. Yeah,
you got to continue, but say your piece. Yeah.
You had UCF is gonna be a tricky game, and what other game?
I forgot.
He said
you said what?
UCF and K-State.
Utah.
No, I said
Utah.
Yeah.
You got us beating Utah.
Honestly, I think the 3 scariest team in the Big 12 this year is Iowa State, UCF, and Utah.
Iowa State.
So what you think UCF schedule or record gonna be?
He's shooting in my motherfucking backyard.
UCF. I can see them playing in a Big 12 championship.
So from 3-9 to Big 12 championship.
Yeah, I can see them going to the. They have the talent to the Big 12 championship.
Okay.
Who went 3-9?
UCF.
No, the fuck they what?
Last year?
Yeah, last year they wasn't good last year.
No, last year they went 6-7. They lost a bowl game.
Oh, my bad. I thought was that the year before they were
Damn,
still
that
down?
research just didn't quite.
They wasn't good last year.
They lost some games that they should have won, but everybody
Nigga,
can
they
say
could
that.
have.
But yeah,
They
you're right.
should have beat fucking Oklahoma, but they fucking tricked that fucking game.
They was smoking Baylor and then lost.
And they tricked that
They
game
lost.
too.
They lost to Georgia Tech, Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
They beat. They
Oklahoma.
lost. They almost lost to Cincinnati. They lost to West Virginia. They lost to Oklahoma. They lost to Baylor. They lost to Kansas. They lost to K-State. Man, sure. Hey, man. You know what? We consistent though.
Bro, go look at the talent they're bringing in this year. Their team is scary.
A lot of talent.
The only thing about their team that's iffy is their quarterback. KJ Jefferson.
Are you going on KJ Jefferson last year with a shitty team, or the
No,
KJ Jefferson
that's what
year
I'm
before
saying.
that?
That's the only thing that's because a lot of people saw him at Arkansas last year, and his O line wasn't that great, and he didn't really have a lot of people around him to help him out. So they just tossed him on the wayside. But if you saw him 2 years ago, he was going crazy in the SEC.
Yeah.
So if he plays like how he played 2 years ago, and given the talent that they're bringing around him at UCF, I can see him going back to 2 years ago and playing like that, and even going crazier than that. They have enough talent for them to run it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be
So
interesting.
no Texas Tech. You ain't got no other teams that they play. No Utah.
What about
Texas,
What about Utah? What about Utah?
Utah gonna win the Big 12. Arizona. You ain't got Arizona.
no,
Like,
I honestly, I think Arizona is kind of overhyped.
Okay.
why you said that? Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State. They beating Oklahoma State but losing UCF.
You talking about Colorado, or you
Yeah,
what you talking
Colorado.
about? Yeah, I have us beating Oklahoma State.
But wait a minute. Okay, you
I
say
have it
Arizona's
50-50
overhyped.
for UCF.
Hold up, time out. You said Arizona's overhyped, right? Right.
Yeah.
But they have their version of Shador and Travis as well, don't they?
And they got I would say their version of Shadur and Travis may.
No, I honestly believe that T Mac, to me, he's a top 10 pick next year if he comes out in the draft. To me,
He's top 20. He's top
What do you
20.
think about the quarterback?
He top.
I think the quarterback, he's good. He's good in the Big 12. I would have him like top 5 in the Big 12.
Okay.
Who
Maybe
you
Well,
got
he was a
above him?
freshman
top
last
3.
year. He'll have a bigger year this year. He should have a better year this year. He was a
Mm-hmm.
Who you
freshman.
got? Who you got? What
But
quarterback you got
as
above
far
him?
as surrounding them, besides those two, the rest of the team is iffy. That's why I don't. That's why I say they're overhyped. Those
Oh, you're
two
talking
are.
about Colorado?
No, I'm talking about
They're super
Arizona.
iffy.
I'm talking about Arizona
Oh,
because even look at last year how we played them. Right, um, that game came down to the wire, and they were running through our defense, and we couldn't stop their run. None of that stuff. But that game still came down to the wire when we played them.
You do know they got an old Miss running back at Arizona. You know that transfer.
I understand that,
Okay,
but
I'm just making sure
on their
you.
offense, their main weapons on the offense, to be honest, is T Mac and their quarterback. They don't have their coach that was there last year. They don't have him there no more.
Mm-hmm.
They're about to run a different offensive scheme. Their defense,
Their defense gonna
is
stay the same. That I
their defense is
their defense is pretty
it's
good.
not all that.
Their defense wasn't bad
What do
last
you
year.
mean all that, bro? They had like a top 50 defense.
Their defense is, bro. The way we went,
You think
not ran through, but we went through their defense last year. We were slicing through their defense when we played them.
Okay.
They wasn't stopping us. The only reason they really won that game was their run game. We couldn't stop their run game.
So okay.
you do know both of their linebackers come back. They starting linebackers come back.
He ain't trying
That'll
to
make
hit
the
that
difference.
Oh my lord! What part of their defense is not scary? Their defense is not scary.
Y'all CU's defense isn't scary. So what's the
nothing about CU is scary at this time because we don't know.
Hey, shit.
That's why it's funny. It's like we're talking about a team that's a team that we can talk about. We know their guys because it's about the same guys. There's probably 6 to 7 guys that will play on offense that we know, 6 to 7 guys that will play on defense that we know. But then when it comes to CU, we're like, yeah, they're going to be great. Yeah, we got that. Remember the SEC guy? Remember? And then we got the Ohio State guy. He's going to run the ball. And then we got the we don't know what they're going to do. We hope, but we don't know. So you can talk about Kansas's defense and Kansas State's defense and all these people because you know them. You've seen them. There's footage of them playing together.
Don't forget
if I've seen them and there's footage of them playing together, and I say they're not going to be good, so why is that a problem?
Then the coaching.
Wait, if there's already evidence of them playing together, and I look at that evidence and I said they're not going to be good, why is that a problem?
Because you're assuming they're not going to be better.
Yeah, like you said, there's already evidence of me
them playing together for a year, right? So what real research would be, because what you have done is you have conducted research that has given you data. That you haven't gotten research that's given you information. So this is how you should be conducting your research. What you should be doing is going and looking at these teams at how they were at the beginning of the season and then seeing how they played the whole year and then looking at them at the end of the year and seeing their progression together as a team to see what that looks like. Because if week 1 they were okay, but by week 5 they were better, and week 10 they were better, then the assumption you make from that is then coming into this year, a year later, they're going to be even better. And so then when you make your analysis, you actually look at the progression of a team, and then you look at the coaching, then you look at the scheduling, then you look at stability, then you look at the people. That's how you do it.
Have you done that?
What research is.
Have you done that?
Yeah.
Have you done that?
You fucked up, probably. Yep.
Yes. That's
for who?
my whole.
Who did you do that for?
Paulie, let me speak very clear to you. From jump in December, I have been on the bandwagon saying I have been watching the Big 12 and watching these teams progress for decades. I'm a Texas fan. I've seen these teams. I've seen my teams play these teams. I've seen it. So when I say stuff like Baylor's going to be better than people think, you know why I said that? I watched Baylor at the beginning of last year. I watched Baylor in the middle of the season. I watched Baylor in the offseason. I reached out to my coaching friend that happens to coach at Baylor. I see what coaches they're bringing into Baylor. I see what they're trying to create, and I watch their progression. I watch them in the spring and after the spring. So I've been keeping tabs on Baylor. So when I say things, I don't just say things because I'm making them up and I've listened to a chat. This is based off longevity of research.
Okay, so let's go into Baylor. Who do you have as their?
Here's my whole point. I'm not here to give you my research because I've done the work. This is like therapy for me. I've done the work. I don't need to teach you how to do the work. But don't come here and act like you have all of these things when you haven't done them.
I'm just asking you a question. I didn't even finish my question.
And I just told you, I don't care what you have to say to me, because at this point, it's irrelevant based off 20 minutes ago when I said, you said some bullshit 2 weeks ago. I still remember the bullshit. So the fact that you think that I'm still going to answer questions when I think the things you say are bullshit, what's the purpose? What are we doing?
So what's the point of I thought we were having a conversation.
I'm telling you, keep research. I'm telling you, saying I'm research. I'm telling you that the way that you're doing it, you're not giving yourself the best arguments because you're not doing it over time. You're taking a small piece of something and making it a bigger thing. So that's all I'm saying is like, actually look at them from the beginning of the season and then watch them throughout the season. That's all I'm saying. So then when you make your assessments, it's a full assessment, because that's what we do with CU. We watch them play TCU. Then we watch them do Nebraska. We watch them play UCLA. We're watching them throughout a whole season. So whenever we talk about them, it's from a whole season. This happened, and this. I'm talking to you, Paulie, but I'm going to use everybody else's line. I'm also talking to other people that I know that are listening to this. That are doing the same thing you're doing. You're only looking at a little bit of time and basing your assessment. The team. We're talking about teams that have been good.
You are assuming I'm only looking at a little bit of time.
You told me that 3 minutes ago.
Okay, let's go to Kansas State. When was the last time they had a 1,000-yard wide receiver? Since I'm looking at a little bit of time. When was the last time they had a 1,000-yard wide receiver?
This isn't a group project. It's like it's not
2014.
It was a lot. Who was it? Tyler? Who was it? Lockheed? Was that the last
2014 was the last time they had a 1,000-yard wide receiver.
And hold on, if
and
you
after
saying
that,
this,
they haven't had a wide receiver go over 750 yards in a season.
Polly, you do know, even though they haven't had a 700 or 1,000-yard receiver, as you say, they've been ranked damn near every year.
Yeah,
so that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean.
That's my whole point. It's a bigger assessment. You don't just focus on one thing. Like it's just like if you said to me, like, why do I think Oklahoma State's going to beat CU? It would be like, I shouldn't say, oh, because Ollie Gordon. That's not enough. Like, okay, what else? Like, what? That's all I'm saying. It's like 1,000-yard receiver. Okay, like, give me more.
They got Ollie Gordon, the receiver. They got Gundy,
they
coach
have
that don't lose. Yeah, consistency.
They have stability. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's more than just this or just that. Like, that's not how football works.
Yes,
there's 11 guys on offense.
The players. It's also about the scheme they're running. It's also about their personnel. It's also about time being together. I brought all those things up.
Right, but time being together takes away your whole argument.
But they haven't been together for a long time. The players that were
haven't even been together.
Been together for a long time. Nor have they been in their system for a long time. They're just as new, just like us. What are you talking about? The system that they were, bro. If you go to Kansas State, the offensive system that they were. Let me talk.
You're good. Talk. I'm going.
If we go to Kansas State, the offensive system that they were playing in last year is not the same offensive system that they're playing in this year. And the quarterback that is starting, he came in later into the year. Most of the year, what's the dude that went to Ohio State? That was the quarterback for most of the year. The guy that's starting this year, he's new to the position.
You're a freshman.
What are you talking about? He hasn't been in that scheme. It's a different scheme he's about to learn.
What scheme is he about to learn?
Polly, let me lace you up a little bit. Polly, because I remember you. Me and you done had a conversation before, and it's good that you background on the spaces. But I want to tell you something, Polly. So when you talk to us, which we're the Rawhide family, we are a data versus analytical versus realistic and logical group of people over here on this panel. Now, we might go off on other panels and talk to other people, but we have a good sense of what's going on with CU or any other organization or institution such as Oklahoma, Texas, Miami, or like Rawhide like to bring up Arkansas. You know, we are well versed. So when we talking to you, we want you to give us enough intel where you're just not depending on Shadur Sanders or Travis Hunter to win us ball games. We're coming from.
I never said that.
No. I didn't say you said it. I'm just giving you a hypothetical argument that is always taking place with people on these spaces. So what we're telling you is that we believe in traditional programs. We believe in coaches that are very versatile in the knowledge of the game, the 101 of coaching. You don't go into halftime trying to throw the ball with 58 seconds left on your own goal line. Now that goes into players. No, that goes into coaching. See,
yes, you're right.
There's a different things that's going on when you're going against these programs that's been around for a long time, like the Michigans and the Nebraskas. Yeah, Nebraska fell off, but Nebraska was a powerhouse. Yeah, Colorado fell off, but Colorado was a powerhouse. So we want to get back to those glory days. So we want to identify when we're talking to a fan or a super fan or analyst, we want to see where your knowledge is at about the game. When you're going around in circles and circles, you lose us, Polly. That's all I'm telling you.
No, I understand what you're saying, but my whole argument is that, yes, I understand CU has have had a lot of turnovers, right? And are going into the year with a lot of turnovers. But the same standard that people hold CU to, they don't do it for other teams in the Big 12 that also have had a lot of turnovers. It's just that their coaches have been the same. Their
Yeah,
head
but those
coaches,
those teams that you're
the head
talking
coach.
about,
No, let me
they
finish.
have
The
Polly.
head coach, the head
But
coach has been this. The head coach is the same, but they've also had changes in their offensive coordinators. They've also had changes in their defensive coordinators. They've also had changes in their O lines. They also had changes in their quarterbacks. And
yeah,
for
but
some
Polly,
reason,
those institutions you're talking about, they have winning records. Colorado has a losing record. So when you said that these uh position coaches are being changed or what they call offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator being changed, they're hiring and leveling up and going to better positions, getting better pay. But they're still leaving a institution that's a winning program. Right now, you still have a losing program with CU. So you can't always base the glorified players as an automatic win when you playing against these institutions that's already been winning for the last 15 to 20 years. You know what I mean? They workout system is better than CU. Their enrichment program is better than CU. Their camaraderie is better than CU. You know what I mean? You got to identify the things that make a program a winning program. And right
I
now,
understand that. I never said these programs were not winning programs. I'm simply talking about playing a game this year against each other, looking at their competition. Nobody's saying Kansas State is not a winning program. Nobody's saying Oklahoma State is not a winning program. They have history of winning in the Big 12. That's not my argument I'm having. The argument I was having was who was going to win this year. And based on the data from both teams, this is why I have CU winning. Yeah, we can go into the nuances of do we expect Deion Sanders a better coach than than this person? We can argue that back and forth. And I can say no, Deion Sanders is not a better coach. But as far as looking at the talent that we have on CU and looking at the talent that these other teams have, I have CU winning because of their talent. Now, everything got to play out on the field. I understand that, but we're simply talking. We still got like 2 more months, three before anything starts. But y'all trying to make it seem like it's so far fetched for CU to beat Kansas State.
Hold on, can I ask you a question, probably about Kansas State? What kind of? You said they changing. You do know when you have an institution that's been consistent for 20 plus years, they don't hire big hires. They hire people who have the same philosophy as them. That's why they're consistently good. Coaches come and go all the time. Defensive coordinators come and go all the time. Offensive coordinators come and go all the time. Lineman coaches come and go all the time. But what they do is it's like it's kind of a good old boy situation where I know this guy because he has the same philosophy on the field as me. He may have a little tweak to it, but as overall, this is what I'm recruiting him for. See, you have the coaches ain't ever coached before.
That's not true. What are you
Man,
talking about? What are you talking
all
about?
right. All right, Molly.
They probably haven't coached together, but they have coached. They have years and years of coaching. What are you talking about?
Coach at their position.
But you just said
Even
they
if
haven't
hold on,
coached
coach.
before.
Hold on, listen, coach.
Listen to what
Warren
you
Sapp
said.
ain't. I'm
That they haven't coached
clarify. Let
before.
me clarify what I said. Let me clarify what I said. Well, what I mean. The defensive coordinator never called defensive plays. Extremely important. Your linebacker coach. How you can say he
Yeah,
coached.
he's never
The
called defensive
other,
plays, but that doesn't mean he hasn't helped out with calling defensive
this is
plays.
completely different. Your offensive line coach never coached offensive line before. Your what's old
No,
boy's
it's
name?
not that he haven't
Warren
coached
Sapp.
offensive line before. Like what, bro? He
He
was
was
a
an
he was
analyst
a
at an analyst. He's not coach offensive line. The other dude, what's his name? Warren Sapp. He ain't coached before. This is what I'm talking. Like the people you're banking on have never even done their job before.
That's not true. He haven't coached at a college level. This dude was just in the NFL. In order for you to, when you're in
I
the
said
NFL, you
coach his
think you.
position. Coach his position. What he's responsible. I'm not. He's obviously not coached. He's not been a defensive coordinator before. Like, where could you say he's been a defensive coordinator?
I would agree with you, but you keep making a statement that they haven't coached their position. This is why I'm arguing against him not being a defensive coordinator. I agree with you, but you saying he haven't coached his position is incorrect because he has.
Nah, he was just giving you 4 different people that have that are on the coaching staff that don't have that much history with coaching their position. Now he don't got nothing to do with the defensive coordinator. The defensive coordinator has not actually called a game as a defensive coordinator. He has helped
And there
out
we go.
and been
And
a
I will agree with you,
position.
Fred. But to say that he haven't being a
Polly,
defensive coordinator, he hasn't done that.
Polly, we all know everybody on here been on the same panel for 20 years. You know what I'm saying.
hey, Polly, this is what I'm gonna tell you, Polly. I like your optimistic mindset towards Colorado, but we was all like this last year, and I'll be damned if we going into this year thinking the same way like you last year. We won't glorify these players that's coming in. We won't salivate over the shorts and t-shirt running around and doing one-on-ones. We will wait until the least 5th game of the season before we start.
Okay, do you want to know what I had CU going like how many games I
No,
had CU
right
winning
now,
last
Will
year?
Routes, he ain't showing me no separation right now.
I had CU winning 5 games last year, bro. So
What's your record
you
was?
saying
Okay.
yeah, I had them winning 5 games last year because I watched Deion Sanders from when he was at JSU, and I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, it's not JSU. I understand, but just like people look at other coaches that come to the Power Five, they look at their resume when they D2, and they look at their resume when they coaching at lower level teams for them to get selected in the Power Fives. I did the same thing when he went to JSU. The spring, he won 4 games. So when he was coming into the top D1 realm, I expected him to win 4 to 5 games. So
No,
this is
but
not
listen, the player
going good.
acquisition, Polly, the player acquisitions that he had last year on that team, they could have went 9-3 easily. But because of everything that goes into making a team, they didn't have enough intel and enough football Power Five credibility that they lost a lot of games because of a lot of mishaps, MAs, mental mistakes on the field, personal
Hmm.
fouls, hazing their line in the media. That's not gonna go over well. You had the Illuminati involved in the tainting of the season. It was just a lot of different things going on, man. You seen the Amazon. If you watch Amazon Prime, you seen how Bishop Thomas blowed up in the Oregon game. You know how everybody was being soft and nobody came to play that game, but they came into that game 3-0, ranked number 19th in the nation. But that's what we telling you. That's what JB trying to tell you. When you go against some teams like Kansas City and you trying to build a powerhouse, you might not be ready for the lights. Some of these players might not be ready. Some of these coaches might not be ready for the game experience because they like I watched the game, right? And I played the game. I don't know where in the hell they come up with subbing players so many times on the defensive side when they're not allowing the players to get comfortable in the game. Like the substitution game for CU last year was monstrous. It was horrible.
Yeah,
You
and
didn't get
I agree.
okay, so that's another thing that they have to clean up: coaching substitutions, coaching etiquette, coaching awareness, coaching IQ. These are the things that you can't keep putting the ball in the quarterback hands and he's holding on to the ball too long. You go to your run game. Now, who's going to stand up to Coach Prime and Shadur Sanders this year to say that they can stay in these ball games when you know that running the ball kills the clock as well as keep the ball in your possession as well as keep the momentum on your side versus getting the ball away with 3rd and 16 and you still throwing the ball and it's now 4th down and 30 and you punt the ball on your goal line and you giving half of the field to go down and score. Like, these are things that you need to know, situational football that Coach Prime didn't know last year. Will he know this year?
Yes, because I've seen him do it at a lower level. I've seen him make adjustment. So him making adjustment out is not out of the realm in what I've seen him do. Now, if we're talking about what Coach Prime and his team needs to do to improve the team, that's a whole different conversation than me looking at a schedule and saying, "Oh, I think they can beat this team based off their talent." That's two different conversations. And for some reason, it's hard for everybody else that was on this panel. I don't know where they went because I'm getting ready to leave work, so I'm about to jump off this panel. But
Yeah, everybody
it,
gone anyway, man.
yeah, for some reason, it's so hard when you look at the teams that we have on our schedule, and we look at the rest of the Big 12, and the talent that they have on their teams, and what they're bringing back or what they're bringing onto their teams, and I look at them and I go to these other. It's not like I'm the one saying it. I'm the only one saying it. I'm going to these teams, their panels, just like we are having a panels about CU. These
Right,
other teams have panels about their teams,
right,
and they're saying this is what our team needs to improve on. This is the talent that's coming back. This is the amount of wins I see us winning. A lot of just like I'm optimistic about CU winning. There are other panels that are optimistic. I can't even say the word optimistic about Kansas State winning, but there's also other Kansas State members that say no. There's no way. The there's no way our team can win this conference championship that everybody's saying that we're going to win. And these are the reasons why. Because we have young players on this team that haven't played together, even though Willie Flores wants to say they did play together. The people from Kansas State are saying no, these people haven't played together. They only have one guy. He's a corner. I think he's a corner or safety that's coming back this year. That was on the previous two teams. Everybody
How
else
many
is playing.
how many transfers they got in? You know?
I no, I don't know exactly how many transfers they got in. I know they got Edwards, but I don't know how many transfers they got in. But most
See,
of the
that's the
players,
kind of stuff that you got to know. That's the kind of stuff you got to know when you having these conversations with people. When you're trying to persuade them on your analyzation of things, you got to know. Well, see, you brought in 45 transfers, and Kansas State brought in 35. You know what I mean? These are the kind of things that you have to have when you're doing your data analysis.
Hey, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, bro, it's good stuff, but unfortunately, I got to shut it down right now. I may come back later on tonight, but I gotta get some stuff in order real quick. I apologize, fellas.
All right, no problem. I'm about to leave.
Thank y'all. Appreciate all the supers, man. Peace.